What you gonna do? Your lies caught up with you. Now you sitting in the cell, guess you never knew. Musa and Sora thought they had it all. Now they might be facing time behind that wall. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Calling, knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the crab and crunch. Life's no fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Promises you made vanish like the wind. Chains and bars clanking, now you paying for that sin. Musa and Sora caught in the twilight zone. Dreams like castles crumble, made of hollow stone. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's a fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's a fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Every whisper now an echo in these narrow halls. Wisdom's bitter lesson echoes through those steel walls. Musa and Sora know the stakes have changed. Lost in the game where the rules been rearranged. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's no fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. What you gonna do? Your lies caught up with you. Now you sitting in the cell, guess you never knew. Musa and Sora thought they had it all. Now they might be facing time behind that wall. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Calling, knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's no fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Promises you made vanish like the wind. Chains and bars clanking, now you paying for that sin. Musa and Sora caught in the twilight zone. Dreams like castles crumble, made of hollow stone. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's no fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's no fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Every whisper now an echo in these narrow halls. Wisdom's bitter lesson echoes through those steel walls. Musa and Sora know the stakes have changed. Lost in the game where the rules been rearranged. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's no fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Hunch. Locked behind bars where he should be. Nature boy, the man who thought he was free. Living life on the edge, breaking the law. Now paying the price, feeling the raw. Behind concrete walls, his freedom's restricted. Thought he was invincible, but he got convicted. No more running wild, no more living large. Nature boy locked up behind these bars, scheming and plotting, trying to deceive. Nature boy thought he could always achieve, but crime catches up, there's nowhere to hide. In the web of justice, there's no room for pride.
Hey y'all, yes, I told y'all I was coming with the new song. How you guys like the new song? Hey Truth. Hey Larry. Hey Madiri. Hey Nick. What's up, my replay gang to the gang, and all my people that's in the bushes? I told you I was coming with a song for 'em. I told you I was coming with a song. God damn it. Now, we're going to spring right into action. We don't want to keep the replay gang people waiting too long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got you. Yes. Now we're gonna start with Kulu. So this video credit goes out to Kulu, right? I believe I have him there first. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna start here first, right? And how y'all doing? This beautiful Saturday evening or Saturday night. Friday evening of Friday night. Hopefully all of you guys are doing well. And some people it might be Saturday for you, depending on where you're located at. Maybe if you was like in England, England, the time would be different. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying. Right. But Nick said, don't be sure to subscribe to her channel. Make sure you subscribe to her channel so we can go over there and bother her. And then we'll make our own closet in her channel. Right. But support my sister. Right? Support my sister. Make sure you go support my sister. But she just said, I ain't gonna go, but she gonna go. But we're gonna start. Let's go.
Amo, this buddy that's so actually think about when we read these messages as well. So Icy Smoke says, and you can see right here, this was between him and Amo. So we're not lying, guys. So you see right here, Amo, that's his account. Icy Smokes says, "Yo, are you planning on bailing Solar out of jail?" Right, because we're trying to see, because ever since Solar got locked up, Amo, this buddy that Solar met in London, that we found on Solar's live stream, the time that he went to London 6 weeks ago and was bragging about it. Shout out to Money Mo in the building as well. He hasn't made any type of free Solar, free Musa, free my homeboys. He hasn't made any post, any video. He hasn't said shit about his so-called buddy, his friend that he was on live stream with. He's liking his videos. He hasn't said shit about his homeboy being locked up. He posted rap. He like posted beard appreciation day. He posted old photos and shit like that, as if his life is just good and sunshine and butterflies. And you don't realize that the FBI is gonna be on his ass. The FBI is on his ass, and if he don't get his shit together right now, his ass might be looking at a few charges of conspiracy as well, which we're gonna have to get into. Because that's another charge. A conspiracy to export a controlled substance is another charge that Musa and a lot of other people have as well, that has been put in the paperwork. So Icy Smoke says to Solar's London buddy, "Are you planning on bailing Solar out of jail?" And then Homeboy says, "I don't know what you're talking about, man." So he don't even acknowledge that Solar's in jail, that Solar's his homeboy. I don't know if he's been watching the videos. If he was smart, he'd be watching every fucking second of every video, just so that you can prepare and make sure that you're 1, 2, 3 steps ahead of S Squad, Beam Team, and especially the fucking FBI, right? Because we're not part of the FBI, but the FBI has way more, has billions of dollars in revenue, and funding, and they got extreme resources and extreme manpower at their fingertips, and they got the justice system and the law on their side. You feel me? So he says, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Gotta stop reporting on me and actually report on my last album dropping. Right? So that lets you know, guys, that he's seen my videos. He's seen the videos that are being made about him. He may not have watched them, but he sees them. Because how does he know that we're reporting on him? How does he know that I didn't send him a link to my videos. All I said with him in DM is, hey man, I know you're Solar's buddy. What do you think about him being locked up? So he says, gotta stop reporting on me and actually report on my last album dropping. First of all, let me just say, why would we report on your shitty ass album? Why would we report on some that don't sell past 1,000 records? Like you don't even get 1,000 views on your shit. And I don't know if he thinks that me talking about him is gonna get people over to his shit listening, because no, I guarantee you, bro, none of my people that have watched any of my videos that have been made about you, I promise you, none of them has listened to your shit. They have not given your shit one click in the view outside of me playing your shit on your story. So he said, Mike can get popping off my shit and take your failed YouTube channel down, right? Mind you, my YouTube channel gets more views than any of his music videos, any of his SoundClouds, bullshit ass tracks, the Fruit Loop ass beats, them shitty ass lyrics that make your ears bleed, ears scream, turn me the fuck off. My shit get way more hits than his shit get. He's talking about is let me know if you want to be friends and collaborate, or want to be an op, fellow black man. So this is what he said to Icy Smokes. All Icy Smokes asked him was, is he gonna bail Solar out of jail? And homeboy had all this to say. Mind you, we know who Amos is. And we know he's a zing. And we know he got herpes and bumps and the bump on his lips. Is we know based off his old photos, he looked like take dick up his ass like Solar. He is zing. So now homeboy want to talk gang. What's with all these zingy dudes like Goo Gag Solar, all these dudes who like to take a shit up their ass? Why do all of them want to act gangster, and one of them act tough, and one of them, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even a gangster. I don't even try to act tough and shit like that. So this is what Icy Smoke said, right? He said, first off, ops, I don't have them. I'm a grown man and a father, which is why I genuinely reached out to you and don't do reporting on people, just cannabis. But I do know what's going on with you and only trying to warn you 100%. So that's what Icy said to him on some real shit. Yo, bro, like, fuck all this other shit. Yo, I just reached out for you. Just know, like, what's up, man? You gonna build Solo out. And this is all he had to say. So let me go ahead and just get my response to Amo before we get into him making threats and all the other bullshit that he want to do and shit. So, Amo, if I was you, bro, I I would stop trying to be a rapper. That shit's done. You think you sacrificed Solar? You think this? What's that, guys? Sorry about that. I just do some laundry before we head out for the weekend. But he thinks that you think the FBI on your tail like is gonna make you rap better. Like you think like actually going through and smuggling these drugs, dealing with Solar and being, all like you think it's gonna make you rap your experience. It's not, bro. Like you don't have the gift. You like, brother, you don't have that rhythm in your soul. I can just tell. I can hear it, or we can all hear it. Use a bitch. Use a clown. Use a weak ass nigga. All that tough Tony talk you talking, all that threat that you gonna murk a nigga and do this and that. You're not gonna do shit, man. You know how many niggas told me that? And you know how many gangster niggas that threatened me? And you don't, bro, like you don't know, bro. I done had people from Blackstone Nation, Chicago. threatened me and wanted to come to my house and come to my door. And I told him, shit, say less, pull up, and you gonna find out. And ain't nobody came. I done had spiritual ritual brujas and brujos, put fucking voodoo rituals, that did blood magic, that cut the head off goats and pigs trying to come after me, man. I done had conscious nature nut niggas that try to, pray to fruit, stab the earth, trying to fucking create an earthquake around me, man. Come on. Ain't none of y'all niggas ain't gonna do shit, and y'all still ain't gonna do shit. Man, I had niggas like Rashad Jamal with a whole army of brainwashed ass niggas try to come after me and still ain't do shit, man. Like, what's this little weak ass nutball ass nigga gonna do? Right?
Hey,
You,
mother.
Gadget, Solar, Musa, any of y'all carbonation jack.
Hey. Hello, Mother Loves Logic. Hello, beautiful. Always good to have you here. You know how we feel about you. I appreciate you and always super kind of information. Okay, truth. Alrighty. Yeah. Nicole is the glue. The glue to getting all our butt. She gets on our nerves, but she's the glue. She's the glue. She's been here forever. So she controls everything. We all scared of Nicole. Oh, happy birthday. And Nicole, oh yeah, happy birthday to you, Nicole. Let's go. See that? Okay. Look at what you're talking about, man. Gotta stop reporting on me and actually report on my last album. You might get popping off my ish. I don't think so. Well, you are family. Now you ain't a newbie, you're family. You know what's so crazy? Johnny came Johnny came in yesterday. He was like, yo, I heard the call was looking for me. I was passed out. I was passed out. I was passed out. I'm not with you and your man. I'm sorry. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. But he sure enough came in and creeped his butt up in here. Let's go.
Shit. Right? Then when they get a chance to actually link up with me for a boxing match, Shaka and other motherfuckers, they want to pussy out. Fuck all that shit, bro. Like, y'all niggas is not tough, especially when we see where you came from. You, Solar, Little Fee, all these niggas, like, is y'all not gangster? Why do all these conscious niggas try to act like somebody they not? Y'all not really from the hood. The only nigga that I know that really did time was Rod Hayes. He did 16 years for murder. That's the only nigga that I know that could really be about that gangster shit when he talks that shit. If you ain't really did time like that, and I don't talk about no fake years like Young Pharaoh snitching in the damn jail and shit like that, prison time, then you can't talk that gangster shit. I don't even talk that gangster shit. But I don't let a motherfucker punk me. I'm not like, dude, I'm gonna do a drive by, or I got gang, or I got, hella niggas. Like, I got hella niggas that's gonna come and, step. Like, I don't talk like that because I don't got shit like that. But I do know that if you ever came to my time in the area, or, bro, like, or my place or my house, or if you would really like that to try to meet up, I'm telling you, bro, I can handle my own. And out of any situation, I'm gonna come out on top and alive. That's just what it is. Right? So this is what he had to say. Let me drop the link for Icy Smokes, because this is his DMs with Amos. While Icy Smokes come up here, let me play. So after Icy Smokes hit him up, he looked at my messages, blocked me, and then like 20 minutes later, unblocked me because I created a whole new Instagram account so I can check out his shit. Unblocked me on my main account, and then posted this shit right here. Look. Now you tell me if this is threat, right? So he has a gun to the head of a lion. Mind you, from my photos and my hair that I posted recently, I've got a haircut recently, right? A fade and shit, right? Yo, what's up? Just real quick, IC, right? But for my past photos that's posted, shout out to Max for the building. I got a big ass, fro, long curly hair like a lion's mane, right, and a beard. So y'all find it funny how he puts a toy gun to a lion emoji's head, and now like talking all this gangster shit. Yo, what's up, Icy?
What's up, man? Hey, man, look, this clown ass motherfucker. First of all, the only reason why I even went into his DM was because, like I said, I told y'all how I do. I give people a fair chance. I tried to warn his ass. So I reached out to him. Listen, I went straight to his DM. You know what I mean? Like behind the scenes. I didn't do nothing publicly. I didn't try to leave no comment on his page. None of that. You can't say I was trolling the start. None of that shit. I went straight to his DM and I flat out simply just asked, like, hey, are you going to bail out Solar? Yo, this motherfucker want to go ahead and project, talk about all these other things. First of all, he tried to lie, said he don't know what I'm talking about. Then he's talking about my YouTube channel. Then he slick basically want to collab with me, don't know how to ask to collab with me. So he started promoting his album. Then he started getting disrespectful with me, talking about some ops and this and that. And oh, I'm going to be his op if I'm not his friend. If I don't collab with him, I'm going to be one of his ops and this and that. Listen, man, all this tough talk, Tony shit on the internet, I'm gonna tell you just like I told you in your DM, yo. Listen, I ain't got no ops. I'm a grown ass man. I'm a father. You feel what I'm saying to you? All this talking shit on the internet, I don't do that. I don't do no talking. You already know how I get down. Like I'm in Baltimore. Like anywhere I need to be at, I'll come straight there. I'd rather just meet a person face to face, say it straight to their face. And I guarantee you, this lame ass, punk ass, bitch ass nigga right here. Excuse me. I guarantee you he's not going to say it to my face, given the opportunity to do so. First of all, Kulu already gave people, many of people the opportunity. All these motherfuckers want to do is talk shit over the internet. That's all they're going to do. They not about that in life.
Hell the fuck they're not, man. And I appreciate you doing that. And I'm glad that you hit him up because he responded quick, the motherfucker, back to you. And I don't know if he's heard about you or Solar, done talked about you and shit like that. But he ignored my shit for a few days. I mean, I know he's seen my shit because I have Instagram and I know that when people send you messages that are, not your friends or followers, it goes into your request box and it notifies you in your DMs that you have a request. You can peep it and not accept it, which allows you to look at it and not show red
Right.
on the other person's, shit, right? So he looked at my shit, and I know that because on his story the next day, he posted that video. Oh, you remember Icy with him and that damn fucking Pusheisty mask talking about he can't let motherfucker see his face now, and he always gonna hide his face when he go outside and shit like that. So he looked at the shit, but now when Icy Smoke hit him up, just asking him a simple question, yo, hey man, you can bail out your friend Solar, which lets me know, Icy, is the fact that he responded back to you is he might know you or heard of you or Solar might have mentioned you. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. First of all, the reason why he did all that shit responding back to you with that ski mask shit on is because that's what I'm saying. Like he's not like that, yo. He's not like that. Number two, all I know is this, Kulu. I think it's neat. I ain't gonna sell the channel, none of that. He Solar Sassy went on another channel and was doing a whole bunch of capping, talking about how he never abused nobody there at the court while he was there, and he only seen Nature Boy get physical. You know what I mean? And when I went to go hop on the panel to go ahead and say, well, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what you did to Loyal? You know, he straight up was like, oh, no, he's a troll talking about me. Yeah, Sassy called me a troll and was like, yeah, he used to be with us. He used to be family, part of Carbonation, but he's a troll now. And as soon as she said that, her eyes looked like she was like, he used to be there, part of the car, and she straight dropped me based on what Sassy said. So I wouldn't be surprised if like these people aren't like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like the way he making it sound like, you know what I mean? But all I'm trying to do is expose his bitch ass. You know, I hear him lying out here to these motherfuckers. I'm just trying to help people out, put people on, just like this goofy motherfucker right here. I'm trying to put his ass on. Are you going to bail out Sassy Solar or not? Motherfuckers trying to help you out. Yeah, he tells people who I am. He definitely tells people who I am. I go by
Hey,
Icy
Miss
Smoke now.
Leo.
That's Haru. That's Haru the God. Yeah, he was with us. He's a troll now. Why am I a troll? Huh? You don't see me going on making videos and shit talking about you and trolling you. No. I hop on other people's panel exposing the truth. I don't go on just anybody's channel. You can't say you see me on nobody else's channel if it wasn't related to Beam.
Sure, nigga, you a boy dog, nigga.
Don't play with that. Don't play with that shit on the internet. Cause these people right here, these just some bitch ass fucking coward ass, young ass, immature.
From fucking Brooklyn to London. That's the only shit that you might have done, man. You a mule. A mule is the lowest of the low when it comes to the damn, bro. Like you're not about that life. You don't practice. Yeah, yeah, man. That's facts, man. And we know Amo, bro. And I know you gonna be listening to this shit. That's why I started off early in this video. Like you are not gonna do shit, man. You can't even bust a fucking fly with the salt gun, man. I'm gonna just be real, bro. Like you're not about that life. You don't practice your shot. You don't really do shit. Like the only shit that you may have done is sell some drugs and smuggle some drugs from fucking Brooklyn to London. That's the only shit that you might have done, man. You a mule. A mule is the lowest of the low when it comes to the damn hierarchy of the drug world, man. Of the whole gang life, street drug life. You the lowest of the low, man. You a scapegoat, man. You a mule. If you think if you really get locked up, niggas gonna bail you out, no, nigga, you gonna be just like Solar, locked up. No, brother, nobody giving a fuck. See, Solar was part of a cult, right? So that's how we found out. That's why we're even talking about this shit, right? Is the fall of these conscious cults. But for you, if your ass would have got locked up, nigga, none of us would even care, even know about your ass.
No.
You're nobody, dude.
Nobody.
And I appreciate Ice coming up, man. I don't know if he dropped or if his phone died or what. So I'm gonna read out the link. But nobody gives a fuck about you. No, but nobody knew who you were.
Nope.
Nobody listened to your music.
Nope.
I mean, it's probably the only 2-3 views that you ever got on off your shit.
Yep.
Because I'm recording your shit and reporting about it to our people because connected to Solar. Solar shit gets more plays than you.
Yep.
And Solar shit sucks. Like, geez, man, like all these niggas, Goo Gadget, Solar, Pharaoh, all these niggas talk all this gangster shit.
All that
y'all be the most pussiest niggas in real life, and then be the most pussiest niggas in y'all's past. Like y'all niggas wasn't even the star football team, star athlete, and y'all niggas wasn't doing like really like that in high school. Like y'all niggas wasn't like big X or like wasn't really doing it like stepping game and shit like that, man. Like, come on.
Straight up, though. They all some hoes, yo. Straight up. This Amos guy, he's a hoe. Sassy Solar, you a hoe. Musa, you a hoe. Gat Google, you a hoe. Your mama a hoe. You feel me? True, you a hoe. Listen, man. None of these people, Kulu. None of these people want to meet up in person, set up no type of boxing match. However they want to carry it, I'm with whatever. They don't want to meet up in person, Kulu. They don't want to see you, Kulu. Listen, you already called them out. They don't want to see you, Kulu. Trust me, they're not like that. You're a different type breed than these people.
That's a fact, man. And we done already tried, Icy. We done already tried boxing match with Shaka. Man, we was literally 15 minutes from each other, and Shaka wanted to go all the way to California to do a boxing match. Nigga, what? We 15 minutes, bro. Like we literally just meet out in the middle of a field and square it up and have DJ Genesis record this shit live. Have Money Mo record this shit live. You know what I mean? It's very simple shit. Like O'Dusty, Sip, like all Solar, all these niggas, man. It's could have got it easily. Juju and Jax from King World was at the damn fucking trial. They had a perfect opportunity. Juju could have easily just swung if he was really like that. But all these niggas is pussy, but they're the first one to talk the gangster shit. Come on, man.
Straight up. And King Weldon already done pulled up by himself. No crew, not a bunch of people. He didn't have you with him, Kulu standing next to him or none of that. Pulled up by himself on every single one of them. Nature Boy, Juju, Jax, all these motherfuckers. And did any of them leap? Any of them jump? Any of them carry that same energy that they be carrying when they on the internet faking, talking all that tough Tony shit? No, they didn't. They folded. And King World walked straight away on his live stream and said, see, I told y'all these some punk ass niggas. I told y'all about these niggas. Look at these guys. Look at these. Just like that. He did just straight like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then, man, I don't know what it is, man. It's like when Solar and Musa got arrested, it's like something triggered these cult conscious niggas and they just all started spazzing out. Jax, Juju went live talking bullshit. Now Gaga Google with his cockroach stick bug ass is mad as fuck, which we're about to get into with his old ass. And then now this London nigga is mad as fuck.
He mad.
Angry as fuck.
He
And
mad.
just in his little room, like rapping to these little Fruit Loop ass beats talking about, man, I'm gonna kill Kulu. Yeah, I really about that life. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna murk. I'm gonna do this. You ain't never done shit in real life, man. You ain't even murder like real niggas on your street.
I watched my hands with Jackson Juju the moment when they act like they was going to try to jump me for hanging out with Tice and Caliber when I was at Philly. You know, they both came out. What type time you on, cuz? What type time you on, man? Hey, you know they going against Chief. You hanging with all these young niggas using this word ops. Using this word, I like none of these motherfuckers who actually want to have me as an op in real life. I'm trying to tell you, y'all don't want me to get up on that. Y'all don't want to have me as an op in real life. But that's what made me wash my hands with Jackson Juju. It's like all these cult motherfuckers, these people that want to hang on to this shit still and fake and try to gain attention, because that's all it is. It's for clout, for clicks and views. All these motherfuckers, they all perpetuating the same shit and getting themselves in some shit. They're exposing themselves. That's all they really doing is exposing themselves.
Yeah, and I don't think these guys really know what op or opposition truly is, especially when it comes to street life. Like, instead of trying to make me or especially Icy Smokes yo op, Amo, you should be making the FBI your op. But that's fine. If you want to be a little fake online ops, it will be a little fake online ops so you can rap about it and your shit. But you're gonna be distracted worrying about us because we really gonna put that heat and that beam and that scalp on your ass, right? But then you're gonna be so worried about us and you're not even gonna see the FBI coming. And then when they get your ass, then we just gonna laugh at your ass straight the fuck up. So that's how this shit gonna go, man, straight up. And like when it comes to the street life, and I'm not a like street dude, so I just am telling what I was told. But if a person is really your op, is what that really looks like is that a person is taking a big chunk of your money from your corner or your neighborhood that's from another street or from another area, you know what I mean, or another gang, right? Or let's say you're into the chop block game and you're taking cars, chopping them up, and doing it that way. Like that's like a whole nother crew is coming and stealing your cars in your area. It's taking away from your money. That's true opposition, right? Or if somebody comes in, right, and truly unalives like one of your people, that's true opposition. Like this dude, you gotta worry about Solar, and it's crazy because we're just trying to put you up on game. Yo, man, just keep your head on a swivel because we are Icy, man. Everybody in this chat already knows the FBI already has this nigga Amo on his radar. We already know that. It's this dumb nigga that don't know that. So you can be mad at us and think that, since we roast and toast your ass on the internet, yeah, we your ops. Nigga, be mad at that. But when when the FBI's raid your shit and they blindside your ass and put them cuffs and throw your ass in that cell with Solar, and Solar's already prison broke, and now your ass is getting took by Solar, then that's on you, my nigga. Like, come, you know what I mean? Like, is Solar gonna be your op then? Because Solar, best believe, his ass is getting pounded to the damn wall right now. His ass is getting pounded to the honey bun right now. And it's only a matter of time before he starts to learn and gets used and adapts to that prison life environment. And then when they put the little click clacks on your ass, Amo, and throw your little ziggy ass in that damn cell with Solar, oh yeah, he gonna take your butt. And all this little tough online, all this little tough shit to get these loop beats. Yeah, man, it must be over with.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what he needs to focus on. He needs to focus more on that, maybe on his craft, than steady trying to be a follower out here. See, he can't rap. First of all, his music sucks. Music sucks ass. But he inspires to be a rapper from listening to these King Vons and all these other drill people out here. So he don't understand that when he is in real life outside of the music industry for entertainment, and you dealing and you conversating with real men out here, he has to fake hundreds and shit like that or whatever. He got somebody to
I'm chasing them back, riding in class. I do not care.
That story. So look, peep this. So we just posted this. Look. This is a nigga I know right now. Come on, man. Bruh, there are 5-year-olds that rap better than you, man.
Cause I ain't letting up. Please don't try to rob me. Set you up. If you playing tough.
All right. And we're gonna see about that, right? So we're gonna see when the FBI rolls up, ask him about Solar, and we're gonna see if you go snitch on his ass. Talking about you don't snitch on your homies. Listen to him high as hell. So this nigga's still high as hell while Solar and Musa locked up.
Hey, Fearless One.
This nigga high as hell, clowning for the internet. So this is how another nigga watch and look.
Before we get to watch how he look. How is my likes looking? How my likes looking? Please tell me my likes are looking okay. And if you are new to the channel, become part of the family. Like the video, subscribe to the video, comment to the video.
Hope you had a great time, my friend. Don't forget to like and hit send. Tell a friend to come join and thrive. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Come on and let's make it a trend. Come and share till the very end. Join the fun, don't just take the dive. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Share the love and stories to tell. Join the crew, let's keep it alive. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bro, if you want to come up, the link is in the chat. Or if anybody want to come up, the link is in the chat. Oh, he got it. Hey, my brethren. Get off the mute. Come off your mute. Brother, you are mute. Unmute, bro. He gonna unmute in a second. Give him a second. Okay, the lights the math is mathing.
Yeah, I had it. What's up, gang? What's up, Shig? I had to mute mute my YouTube so I wouldn't feedback. But yeah, I'm in the building. I'm listening.
I told you I did a new song, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. In case you didn't hear it.
What you gonna do? Your lies caught up with you. Now you sitting in the cell, guess you never knew. Musa and Sola thought they had it all. Now they might be facing time behind that wall. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Calling, knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's a fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Promises you made vanish like the wind. Chains and bars clanking, now you paying for that sin. Musa and Sola, caught in the twilight zone. Dreams like castles crumble, made of hollow stone. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's a fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock.
Al, how y'all like my new song? It took me like 2 days to make it because it wouldn't go through. It took me 2 days. How y'all like my new song?
Y'all can download that on Spotify. It's #1 right now. It's, it's from Suge and the Love Trains Volume 1. The mixtape is not available. I like it, Suge. You put their names in it and everything.
I
You know
told
they
her,
be
the lies catch up with you, baby. The lies catch up with you. And all of that lying and deceiving. Now we got you behind bars.
hey man, it's
I know,
we,
right?
we was talking about this a couple days ago, and it's I don't know, man. It's hard the lines between reality and the play, they blend them together so much. You know what I'm saying? That it's like you gotta think about it like this. So now that all this has transpired, what's gonna happen after all of this? After whatever they go through legally, after the three color purple sisters go through what they go through legally, then what? See, that's what I want to know. Then what? Are they gonna reinvent another hustle? Or are they gonna finally figure out that they got to do something else besides hustle? But you never know. It's always new stuff out there. It's always Prime America. It's always all these multi-level marketing scams. Different people be getting into selling you life insurance, and I don't know, man. But I want to see what's gonna happen with them after this. Because sometimes a person can get a clear message that, listen, you don't need to be doing this, but they'll do it again anyway. And I think knowing them, knowing their history, I think regardless of whatever happens, they're going to try to come back with some other type of hustle or scam. I don't think they're going to learn a lesson at all. At all. That's just my 2 cents. Because nothing about any of them tells me that they're going to go, look, man, this isn't working. Let me do something else. Let me, you know what I mean? I don't think it's dawned on them that time of hustling, the late 90s, early to the mid 2000s, people still think they can run credit card scams. Technology is at an all-time high right now. They're tracking your car without you even knowing that these cameras that don't work no more, that they made illegal to give you traffic tickets based on these camera lights. They use those cameras now as license plate readers. Let me give you a quick example. People done got hip to the fact that your phone has GPS. So if they go do some dirt, they're going to leave their phone at home to make it look like they're at home. Well, they're still tracking your car the whole time. They'll find somebody 2 blocks away that has a Ring doorbell camera, and they'll catch your car leaving home. And then they can track you with license plate readers all throughout the city. So, it's just things like that they don't understand. Like, that's why I said it's like trying to put, weed in the mail. Anybody that the dumbest person knows that. That's just like trying to get on a plane with drugs in your bags. Who does that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think that the one thing that might snap them into reality, don't get me wrong, they're so low down in the totem pole as far as this little move they tried to bust. They can only tell on probably 1 or maybe 2 people that's just a little bit above their level, which is nobody. But if they get those people to tell on some other people, now they may have put themselves, at risk, because they don't know what kind of consequences them telling on people is going to, bring back on them. Because they going to tell. We not even getting ready to play like they not going to say nothing. They all have already told. All of them, every one of them. Dude right here, Musa, Solar, the girls, they done told everybody. Now they may not know a lot, but they gonna tell them, yeah, Solar called me, told me X, Y, and Z. He talked to this dude. This is what they told me. Yes, I knew what was in there. This is how much they was gonna pay me.
And you
So
know what's? Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead, sugar. I was done.
And what's even worse? It's not like after Nature Boy, people wasn't making videos about Solo and Musa, right? So you can't make it seem like, because if you never heard of Nature Boy, okay, fine. But you can't make it seem you never heard of none of them, because all of them have had videos made on them. All of them. So, like, I'm quite sure they should have known what they was walking into.
Let me ask you a question.
Even dealing with them.
Okay, so we know that the whole Nature Boy case was a Fed case, right? Do you think that the feds are still not watching 6ix9ine, even though 6ix9ine is out of jail?
No, that I know. I'm talking about the people who chose to affiliate themselves.
Yeah, that's the point that I'm making. If I know that this person that I'm affiliating myself with just was attached to a whole entire Fed and RICO case.
No, but yeah, true. But
that's like me going over trying to do a deal with 6ix9ine. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how you know. That's how you know that it was all a setup, right? Because those people are not that dumb. So basically, what I think happened was the Fed said, "Hey, we can get these kids on the hook for because they'll do anything, right?" And so that investigation, along with whatever else they're trying to do that we don't know about, all of those things are tied together because Solar and Musa are not significant enough to really go after. They're just using them to get to other people. Like this dude right here, whoever connected him might be somebody that they're interested in. Because this dude right here, they really don't even want him either. Because he's, like I said, one step above Solar and Musa. You know, he's a gopher. So, but the guy that's actually putting 120 pounds or whatever it was in this dude's hands to give to them, now that's the guy they may want. So
that's the guy that's even more dumb.
That's what I'm. But hold on. I'm sure that guy doesn't know that this knucklehead recruited those knuckleheads. So that's what I'm saying. In order for them to get to his guy, they had to get the guys he recruited. Then, which is Musa and Solar and the girls, they're going to tell on him. In order for him not to get 20 plus years, he's going to have to tell on the guy that gave him the 120 pounds.
I'm gonna show that though. But she do that. She do. I guess that was her last with Musa, which she has already have done. I'm gonna show it though. But hey, she do Musa.
You know the one question I have: when they took Hot Dude's booking photo, did they get the right angle?
You know what y'all ain't ish, because I was trying to figure that out myself. I'm like, no, not this way. No, no, head down, lean back. Okay. No, not that. Not that. Let's try this way. Let's try. They must have spent the whole hour or two trying to get the right picture.
Hey,
they said this is the longest mug shot ever. We cannot get the right angle.
That was the most gangster line ever said since I'm Rick James, bitch.
You know what? I have to agree.
You can't get no more. That's crazy. And you tell a girl you're so unattractive that I can only stand to look at you from certain angles, and you're gonna smuggle some drugs for me.
That's some shit.
That's crazy.
Now, I've heard a lot of men call and women call men some shit out their mouth. But I ain't
I ain't never heard the stone coldest of pimps tell his bottom be that hey baby, I can't stand but to look at you, but from certain angles.
God damn.
He wouldn't even lie. That's how that's and then when you look at Musa, well, you just came from messing with a husky transvestite, and you gonna sit here and try to talk about this girl is unattractive.
You know what?
God,
I was getting ready to say you made me chuck out my food,
the
but
delusion.
Nick blew me up already. Right? Nick blew me up already. But
Oh
and
man.
then you go around and then you make a video. I'm the baddest. Yeah, you the baddest angle ever, right?
Wow.
I'm like, how do something? You can't come back from that. How do you can say how beautiful all as you are, which I don't think that she's ugly. I think she's a beautiful black woman. But I'm just saying, after a man say that to me, you can't come back from that.
There's none, and that's what's crazy. I'm gonna keep it all the way. I've seen her a couple times. She's not an unattractive girl. How you let Musa, little ugly, funny looking ass,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That
I
was
mean,
the audacity for
and
me.
not
I
to
was like,
mind you, bro.
boy, is you
He
crazy?
spoke upon the tips of her hair to the damn toenails, which I have heard before. I mean, he didn't just he talked about the whole her butt too small, her titties this, but that part right there. Oh man, I wouldn't even tell nobody no shit like that.
He did it live too. He did it live.
I wouldn't tell nobody no
He did
shit
it
like that.
live. And that's hey man, listen, I just like I said, I want to see the fallout from this, man, because you know, this boy might have put himself in a position where, okay, the crime happened in the state of California, so your probation is going to restrict you to the state of California. Now that's a whole nother territory. The MS-13s, the big gang, they don't have to come do nothing. Do you know they have so many little subsidiaries that'll come and do something to you, and it'll never be. That's why I said they don't really. I don't think they really took into consideration like what they really stepped off into. You know, this ain't Nature Boy. Nature Boy ain't gonna bust a grape at a fruit fight.
Hey, Miss
Yeah.
Apples.
Yeah, go ahead, Suge. Hey, what's up, Miss Apples?
That's how Miss Apples.
What's up, Madary? Yeah, man, it's it's
I'm
just
telling you, I don't know what to say no more. Like this is some. I mean,
you have to laugh
anytime you
because
got, and I mean, how you take two fake gurus that been in the cult and think they're about that life. I know they've done some shit for Nature Boy, but that was under Nature Boy's command.
what happened
Why
to
would
the
you? Why would you take two fake gurus, spiritual gurus, who's on? So why would you think they're about that life, right? Because you thought that they would know. They didn't do nothing under their own mind. That was Nature Boy telling them what to do. Far as them doing it, I don't care if Solar was the mastermind of getting stuff done. But again, it was still for the next man. So that goes to show you they cannot really think for themselves at this point,
right?
and they are not leaders, right?
They just
They wouldn't know what to do because common sense.
yeah.
If you knew you didn't hear from them three girls when they left first, you should never went to that airport. Common sense, but again, this is not Nature Boy. They're not Nature Boy's not there. Nature Boy's not here to help you guys no more. He's not here to help you guys no more. So yeah, I don't know what the hell that y'all was thinking, but people probably figuring all the stuff they did in the cult. No. They didn't do anything in the cult. They did what the cult leader told them to do. That I mean that was Nature Boy's mind, not theirs. Right. So if anybody, again, people do shit, yeah, Rico. When people do stuff and you don't do no research, that's why them guys who took that loss of that money, you deserve every part of that loss of that money.
Yeah.
Do not come back saying, oh, you messed non ninja, you messed up. You supposed to be about that life. Again, let me tell you this again about that life. So when we always go about that life, they always think that it means robbing and killing and stealing. That's not what about that life means. I mean, everybody has a different meaning, but how we mean it is you know what you're doing. That's what about that life means. Like not getting caught, right?
Yeah.
About that life meaning you know how shit go, right? Because anybody would have said lay low, right? But being that you know they on the federal, they mark for life. A real leader, not them, but the person who told them to bring it, instead of thinking, hey, they desperate for money, about that life meant nah, they hot. That's what about that are nah, they hot. You stay on the block. I'm not gonna send you blah blah blah. You hot, they watching you. That's what about that life means. Means you know the streets and you know how to maneuver in the streets. Not let me get caught. Let me-
Hey, Suge, you know me. I'm a Pisces, and I think about things a little bit different. Just like marinate with this for a minute. This is my thought. Don't ask me why, but like I say, I think about things a little bit different. So, what if this case was again? It looks like a setup because the feds knew they were coming
Hey, Lisa.
before. Go ahead, Suge. My bad.
I just said hi to Lisa. Go ahead. I'm munching.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't want to interrupt your shout out, but the feds knew they were coming, right? So that means something was known prior. What about if they want to prosecute a case back from carbonation or after carbonation, something that happened maybe that they didn't have enough evidence on, and now they got this case over Solar's head in order to get him to testify to maybe something that they wanted to get him or Musa for before, but maybe didn't have the, because they do that a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
They may know I'm out here hustling, right? But they don't arrest me for that. But then I get caught, doing a robbery, and they say, hey, we'll give you a play on this robbery case if you tell us X, Y, and
Right.
Z.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, in the intervening time, let's just even after carbonation, he been doing a lot of little shady shit. He been moving around a lot, traveling around, doing different things. So we don't know what he's been doing really. Like he ain't been out here, doing nothing legit. So, I look at it like I think this case is part of maybe another case or maybe multiple cases where they're going to use this leverage to get them to cop to other things. That's just my thought, but
I mean, I believe that's a strong possibility too. Right. That was I already discussed a lot of this, so I have to repeat myself so I can eat in peace while I kept up. Right. And I'm gonna be choking because right now I got food in my mouth and the cold's
okay.
gonna tell the whole world again. Right.
No, you go ahead and eat. But I was just, I was putting that out there because, like I said, it's when you deal with the feds, see, the feds are a different animal. It's never just what you think, right? Like nobody had any idea until they seen the helicopters over the house that the feds was coming to get Nature Boy. They just thought the police was gonna, eventually come and arrest him after somebody busted out or whatever. So again, by the time they came, they had so much evidence already. And I just had a feeling like the feds, they don't come and get two low-level dudes at the airport unless it's something else tied to that. You get what I'm saying? Because
Well,
the
at that point,
the
at that
ATL.
point, hold it. Let's
Go
not
ahead.
forget the girls were caught first. So the girls they threw Sola Musa under the bus. That's how
Right,
they knew they was coming.
right.
Right? But again, you're taking a chance with somebody who's on the radar of the feds.
Feds, right.
You're taking a big old chance.
Yeah.
Right? Musa is that one cousin that would do 5 finger discount at every store. It's no telling what sort I've been up to. That is exactly
It
true.
ain't no telling. That's what I'm saying. And just keep in mind, maybe they wasn't trailing him every day, but keep in mind, these people were all tied to a Rico case. Just take the YSL case. Thug was on trial. He's home now, whatever. But what I'm saying is, even when Thug was on trial, you think they weren't watching the rest of the affiliates of YSL that wasn't locked up, that was still out on the streets? You don't think they're still watching them right now? You don't think that, they're watching their rivals and see what happens in the streets? And it's that's why I said when the feds are involved, it's always something else. It's not just this little case at the airport, because they catch hundreds of people literally doing this every single day. But on a more sophisticated level, of course, they're not this dumb. But this in itself is not a big enough thing. 152 pounds of marijuana, 32 pounds, whatever it was, 20-something pounds of marijuana is not enough to make the Fed. But if the feds have been watching them, and like we said, ain't no telling what they've been up to, because they ain't been up to no good. Either one of them. They tied in with Gaga Goo Goo. They tied in with Mente and Boomy and all of them down there in Mexico, and whoever else, Piche, whoever else they've been tied with and whatever they've been doing, because again, remember, it's still a lot of women involved. Goo Goo Gaga got a couple of women up there living with him. So we're still talking about possible trafficking. We're still talking about, a whole lot of things.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna let you finish though. But
No,
a lot
go ahead.
of the answers is in the paperwork. So after I finished this, because Google guy got mad, and then he went after Medea did do an update, which I'm going to show Medea. Medea did. I just call her Dea. Dea did do a update. I know I got you. Low level ain't 150 pounds. Number one, even if it's just that, you cannot deny the fact that they are flagged, right? They are flagged, right? So it ain't like they chose regular, normal people. So at this point, a lot of people get caught for little things, but when your name is associated with bigger things, I think that's what my brother's trying to say. It may look smaller, but their name is connected to bigger things. So now, like I said, the feds didn't have to go get them; they came to them. Like, okay, I'm glad you did that, right? Because there's some more questions out. There's some other things I have wanted to talk about. And it's not just Solar, that is for Solar and Musa, right? Because we don't forget, Musa has been there longer. We keep saying Solar because Musa went on a little hiatus, so we keep saying Solar because we've been seeing the dumb shit he's been doing. So, but it's Solar and Musa, right? And they wanted to talk to Musa anyway. They already spoken to Solar, right? Musa been there longer, so Musa know more of the secrets. So they are so glad that Solar and Musa made up. They are so glad. Remember, even through the trial and everything, Musa didn't say nothing. All the majority of all the other men did. That was like Team A or whatever. They've never spoken to Musa. Come on, Dylan, you damn it, we've been waiting for you all this time. We had this chair waiting for you. Here's some ayahuasca for now. You can have that right now. You can't have it later. You can have some ayahuasca, right? What'd you say, bro?
You got to remember too that 120 whatever pounds, that was between 4 people. So
no, that was just theirs.
Right. So when you think that wasn't kilos, that wasn't 150 kilos. Now that would be different. 150 pounds is still a misdemeanor, marijuana. That's even the states where it's illegal. 150 pounds is still a misdemeanor. And so that's why I said now what makes the difference with them is they were attempting to smuggle internationally. So that's the difference. But because they didn't board the flight, it may be some technicalities to the fact where they only
No,
get
they
charged.
saved them. They saved them.
Right,
They
right,
they
right.
could have let them board. They just said, "Man, we really got these ninjas." But the only
But
difference is they would have been charged there. You know, they want their
which
asses there.
tells
They want
me,
to,
right, which tells me that they weren't interested in really getting them on trafficking. What they're going to do is just use that possession charge as leverage and say, hey, tell us who gave you this, and we'll give you probation and whatever we'll give you, time served, or 90 days in county jail, and then 5 months probation, 5 years probation, or whatever. But because it's still a misdemeanor charge. You can check the California statutes. 150 pounds of marijuana is a misdemeanor in California. So they're going to use that as leverage, because if they really wanted to get them, they'd have let them get right on that plane. They wouldn't have searched them, let their bags go through like they already did. Because remember, they already made one air quote successful trip to London. So if they really wanted to get them, they could have let them get on the plane, and they got them twice for actually,
And the stupid part is, why? That's why I say they're not about that life. If you know you went to London broke, right? If you know you went to London broke, why as soon as you you want to flash money? I'm like, that's something. That's why these young teenagers, y'all not them young teenagers no more. You're not supposed to be up there flashing money. So that would
the dumbest thing they did too,
mm-hmm.
when they flashed that money, now you've got yourself a money laundering, because you done flipped American money into British pounds. They can take whatever money they was gonna get, say, they was gonna pay you $2,000. Guess what? That $2,000 is forfeited. So you got to charge, and you didn't even get to keep the money, because they're not going to let them keep the money that they were going to get paid. Well, obviously they're not going to get paid because they didn't make the trip successfully. But even if they would have made it, they can say, hey, you already made a trip. You got paid for that first trip. You owe the government that money. They can hold that over his head. So, that's why I said they don't really want them, but they're going to tell a whole lot. They're going to tell everything they know, and then some. They're going to have to tell the feds what they've been up to for the last 2 years since Nature Boy been locked up. Because you ain't been under the code influence. You've been out here running your own schemes. Remember, you was doing a credit repair. What happened with the donations you got from that? What happened to the money people sent you invested in this credit repair you had going? Did you report the money that you collected through donations? Because you're not a 501c3, so you have to claim that money that you got, air quotes again, donated. They're gonna jam them up so many ways. They can jam them up so many ways, but
they're jamming them up. But the way for them, if they take a plea or whatever, the stipulations that they have for them is really going to help them, right? If they do what they're supposed to.
They're not going to be able to stick to it. First,
we know that, but
they're going to tell them that they
can't say the court did not try. They didn't try. Like, so next time, because of course they're going to keep doing it. They ain't going to stop.
Musa and
cover it. No, but the court, I'm speaking upon the courts. Doesn't matter what they're not going to do. The courts right now is covering every bit of their ass, right?
Right.
Okay, we're going to give you, so you can't say you came out of a cult when they get caught again, right? Because after they go to jail or whatever, the stipulations that's there is really there to help them, right? You have to get a job, you have to get a drug test, and blah, blah, blah. It's probably, oh, Lord. Oh, what I was eating, I had some, I don't know why, I don't never be hungry until I press live. Once I press live, I'll be hungry as hell.
The first stipulation on their release, and even right now, their co-defendants, they can't even communicate with each other, or they're not supposed to. And I bet you they've already been told that. So You know, yeah, we'll see though, because like you said, everything that the court is gonna put in place, really, it would help them if they would follow it. But
If
we
they was
know that they're
helpable,
not.
right? If they
Yeah.
was helpable. But
What if
again, just like their daddy, they don't believe shit stink.
what if they
Just
limit they
like their daddy.
what if they limit their internet? Because you know they do that a lot now when you are affiliated with scam crimes, you know, anything over the internet, they can limit your internet access. That right there, that's gonna kill them right there. You know, they ain't gonna be able to handle that. But you know, these are all the things they need to do. They need to stay off the internet. They need to get a job. But of course, you know, we
I
talking to a
think
brick wall.
I think the main thing again, the problem with that is that's easier said than done for them.
Yeah.
Because think about you being an employer. And you look at that like nah ninja. Like it's not like they're gonna really have to really do what they usually do and use the gift of gap to get a job, because I wouldn't know who would y'all. Okay, press one if you were hired Solar Musa. Press 2 after you
Where
forget about
yeah.
their resume. Forget
Where
about
do
that.
they even work?
Let's just say, hold on. Depending on everything you have seen, press 1 if you will hire them. Press 2 if you would not hire them. Let's say you've seen them. You've seen all this stuff you've seen them for the last 4, 5, 6 years. You also press 1 if you will hire them. Press 2 if you would not hire them. And if you don't press neither, that means you don't mind them working for you, right? You don't mind them. Thank you. What's up? So that's the only problem there, right? They will have to come across a very lenient person with the biggest heart ever that will want to take a chance on them. Because normal people, like, if you see that they can't get out of that nature boy, number one, they're going to be figuring you're going to be telling me what to do, right? Number one, if I tell you something, you're going to be so argumentative and combative, and then you're going to think you know more than me. Now I'm telling you to do this job, and now you're telling me how I should do it, right? They did a thorough background check on them. They are investigating that entire cult. Ayazoka, Fufu Jacks, Juju also tried to smuggle. Oh, yeah. We know that. Right about now, Zoka's a fugitive, and she's still laughing in their face by coming online. When they get her ass, boy, again. But the courts is covering their behind, because the courts the courts do not want to make it look like they're heartless. The courts do not want to make like they don't know about cults. The court is going to make it look like they don't understand that they do need help. So the court is doing everything for them. We already know they ain't going to bite. But they could never say that it was not offered, right? And it was offered, and it was a rule, right? It's part of stipulations, and you say yes to all of this. So once you say yes, that means you understood this is what you have to do. Now, where y'all go from there, when they burn your ass, you can't say, remember, they didn't have to check none of them boxes off. Right? They didn't have to have the ones they should have checked off. The main ones they checked off, they did. You have to stay here. So, which means Musa went from Mexico to California just to get locked up and never made it to England. Right? But even who,
Can you imagine being at a job? Let's just imagine you at those of you who got a job. Imagine going into the break room tomorrow on your first break, and Musa sitting in there doing them hand movements he was doing on that line.
Oh God.
I mean, yeah. And imagine just trying to have a conversation on break with one of them. Talk to Juju on break about anything. It's is so, see, just like it's like anything else. Like we all need to work because we know that the way our society is set up, you have to work in order to take care of yourself. But the reality is, we know that everybody in our society is not going to work. I just think those people fall into that group of people that even if they wouldn't have went into a cult, I don't think any of those people would have been out looking for a job. I think they would have tried to figure out another way to get
Another
by
scamming way.
without working, right?
Mhm,
And,
mhm.
and the cult just looked like the best option at that time. But you know, it's sometimes, you know, we try to rehabilitate people that don't really want to be rehabilitated. Now, if it's different when, you know, like when you get certain people and they'll leave, like we could talk about Armand just, you know, going to the military, and Joy and some of the other people that just realize, hey, I can still think what I think spiritually or believe, you know, what I believe, you know, esoterically, but in reality in life, I can't take care of my child this way, and I have to have a job, and I have to have normalcy in my life in order to, you know, do the things that I need to do. But you also have some people that no matter how much opportunity you give them, no matter, you know, they can have a little bit
But they
further.
have to. They have to.
Yeah,
Right? They have to because remember, you don't want to look. Remember, this is the law. Like we the regular folks, right? So we know more than the judges, right? The only thing the judges see is this is what happened in the cult and the stories that they have told. But the judges ain't sit back and watch 9 years and 9 years of this bull crap, right?
right.
So,
And they don't care.
but they also not dumb neither because they saw some of it.
Yeah.
So they have to put it out there, like so. Cause remember, when I burn you, you can't say when a judge like, but didn't I offer you tell you to get therapy? I offered it, right? Did you take it? No, right? Didn't we tell you to get employment? Yeah. Did you take it? No. So when they do burn their ass, they can't come back with, oh, this how they do the black man, or they didn't give us the fair trial, or they didn't do nothing. No, the judge is trying to put them on the right track because the judge does know they need it. But that does not mean that they're not putting it there also. So when they burn your ass, you can't burn your behind. Sorry, YouTube. You
Yeah.
cannot say it was
You
never
can't use the
there.
code excuse. Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, but and like you said, it just comes back to, you know, the judge may not even take into consideration they was in a code, because if that's the case, then you have to take into consideration all the exigent circumstances of everybody that's in prison. Maybe this guy had a bad childhood. Maybe this guy was an orphan. Maybe this, maybe that. They don't see, when it comes to the law, they're very black and white. They don't care about you needing therapy or you
no,
need.
no, they do. They do.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying when you come before some judges, like they're not taking, some judges may, depending on the type of case.
No, but this is what she did. Remember, these are the stipulations, right? So that means that they do. Like, even I be, oh, I got this new judge. She. Oh, I love her, but she don't play around. But she's just a black judge. I'm gonna start showing her, right? They do. I see a lot of people that they offer stuff to, right? They don't just throw you. They do listen to you, right? But then they throw in these stipulations, right? So it's up to it's really up to them, which we know they're not going to do it because the same way we say nobody will hire Solar. Guess what Solar going to say? He's going to make up all of his own. Him and Musa going to make up their own applications. They're going to make up their own applications and pray to God. Listen, hopefully they don't find, but it's going to be all. They're going to make up these businesses, all these businesses that they put down for the PPP loan. Them all the businesses that they're going to say that they went to look for a job for. See, nobody hiring, right? So the same reason why they're going to use that excuse too. But at that point, the judge ain't going to want to hear. Like after I gave you these, I told you these are the terms.
Well, that's what I'm saying. those terms and those stipulations, they're built into the law. When you're on probation, you could be on probation for child support, you could be on probation for a drug case, you could be on probation for a robbery. One of the stipulations of getting probation as opposed to being sentenced to prison is that you have to have gainful employment. You have to be able to prove that. So I was saying in a sense that, yes, those things would help them if they would take advantage of them, but it's not like the judge is sitting back going, well, you know what, y'all was in a cult, so I'm going to offer y'all this help. And if y'all don't take this help, then I have a good excuse to, throw the book at you. Kind of yes and no. Those stipulations are definitely put in there because they know that most people who are criminally minded, some of those people are going to say, yeah, I don't want to go to prison, so they're going to follow the guidelines, but they know the majority of people are going to violate one of those terms of probation. They're going to drop dirty. They're not going to keep a job, or whatever the other stipulations they may put in. They may have to be in the house at a certain time. They may have to report X amount of times a week. So they're gonna violate one of those terms. So they're definitely put in there, quote unquote, to help you, but they know that those stipulations are also going to trip people up. And that's why I said for them, they could let them go scot-free and say, you know what, we feel bad. Y'all might have been tricked into this. Y'all just came out of cult. They still not gonna go, you know what, we caught a break. Let's get ourselves together and do something different and do right. They're not gonna do that. And that's the thing about them. And I hear people all the time saying, I wish they would this and they need counseling, and they know all these things. And what people have to start realizing is that they don't want counseling because they don't think that they're doing nothing wrong or that nothing's wrong with them. They think that they're living their best life, and they think we're stupid because we're getting up and we're going to a Babylon job every day and taking care of our Babylon family instead of abandoning them because they're attachments. Now they act like they're about family. They say they're keeping the knowledge. I remember at one time it was drugs are poisoning a black man. How can a black man sell drugs? And now here they are smuggling. So it's like even the knowledge that they claim that they believed in, they never believed that, because it has nothing to do with being in a cult. It has to do with principles. If you believe that selling drugs to your people is wrong, then you're not going to sell drugs to your people, whether you're in a cult or not. But when they were in a cult, they were so against drugs. But what did they end up doing by the time everything crashed and burned? They was over there getting high as Kulu Brown. They was talking about the black woman, this guy, whole time, he over there beating up every black woman within arm's reach of him. So, at some point, like, people are not going to keep babying them like, oh, they were in a cult. You got to give them time. And, we can pat them on the back and make excuses, but I don't think that does any good for the collective. I think we have to start holding people accountable. Just like dudes who wasn't in a cult, I'm going to hold them accountable too. I'm not going to give them a pass. They out here robbing people. I'm going to tell them, no, ninja, go get a job. Take care of your kids. It's hard, but unless you do it the legal way, then you're going to go to jail. And that's not an excuse for not taking care of your kids because you couldn't do what you had to do the right way. You can all day long say, I had to do what I had to do when it comes to doing something wrong, but you can't apply that same principle to doing something the legal way so that you don't take yourself away from your kids and give up your own freedom, and then try to blame everybody else. We know the circumstances that set up. We got to play within the rules of the game. That's what it is, unless you can change them. It's against the law to sell drugs. It's not against the law to work. So I have a choice which one of those two I'm going to do. I have a choice. At what point am I responsible for that choice? I can say I didn't have the best childhood. My mama didn't hug me enough. My daddy wasn't there. But at what point in time, do we take the cult side of it? Do we take and that's not to diminish anybody's trauma, because trauma is real. And especially whatever you went through growing up, because that shaped who you were. But what I'm saying, if you can formulate plans on how to scam people, talking about you can repair their credit and you hanging out with millionaires and you doing international, deals. If you can do all that, that's not the cult That's not the cult. You're not brainwashed. Your leader been locked up for 2 days. You found another leader. This is a person who looks for other people to facilitate his way of life. That's all this boils down to. It has nothing to do with counseling, has nothing to do with healing. It has nothing to do with the cult influence and the brainwashing that they were under while they were there. You just have certain people in every community that don't want to do anything, and their only mission every day when they wake up is to find a way to get over without having to work, without having to do anything for themselves. If they can rob somebody, there's people that would rather rob somebody than go to jail. And if you don't believe that, just walk outside, wear some jewelry, pull some money out in the store. It's people that would rather rob you than go. So you could say, well, they just need this, or they need the, opportunity, or they know that too. But it's people that make choices, and we got to stop giving these people that's 30 years old almost, okay, they were young when they were in the cult, but what does that have to do right now with you making a conscious effort and then getting online and telling other people, hey, come do this. If you want to travel, get your hotel paid for, $2,500 pocket cash, hit me up. That ain't got nothing to do with no cult. That has to do with the character of that individual. And it's just certain people that just ain't shit. Everybody can't go. They don't care about their kids. Why are we worrying about them getting help? All of them, Musa, Solar, they could care, them girls, they could care less about the human beings that they brought into this world. They could care less about them. And people are still worrying about getting them help. Let's get their kids help. That's who's gonna need help, because they're messed up. They gone. And they don't feel no need to change, because you can't tell them that they're doing anything wrong. How long are we supposed to keep, they need this and they need to go to counseling, and they don't.
And then that's another thing too. Even dumb Nature Boy, up until he got on Bigo and he wanted to put on a big show. And everything they didn't learn from Nature Boy is you've never seen him, and all the money he had, you have never seen him flashing money like a little kid. He may say, oh yeah, I got this or whatever, but then again, we don't know if it's true or not. But you ain't never seen him saying, well, look, even when he was getting that money out of Bigo, he was bragging about going to thrift stores, bragging about, we don't know how much money that man had. Even he knew not to take money and flash and act like he a rapper or whatever. He knew not to have it and know people's name. He even know. That's why I said a lot of stuff they did not learn from Nature Boy, especially not talking without a lawyer. But you ain't never what you see them doing. Nature Boy ain't even do that shit. Right. Nature Boy was not even stupid enough to do that, because he know what. Just like I said, they not about that life. Because when you about that life, that brings you what? Attention. So even if they were not in carbonation, just by doing that, according to their passport, and flipping that money like that up in people's face saying, come and make money, and you don't have no business to back it or behind it or whatever, you made yourself a target. That's how we know you're not about that life. You've never seen Nature Boy do that. Even all the gurus, you never, fake ass gurus, you never seen him do no dumb crap like that. Because that's, I hear you. What, you people don't, yeah, we know they did that or whatever. But you still ain't never seen Nature Boy. Oh, yeah, flash this. You're making that money.
Solo, I think he's taking Nature Boy's hustle to the next level. Because remember, he said, I can do it better than Nature Boy did it. See, he didn't do it the right way. And this is the sick thing about a ninja like Nature Boy. He loved money for the control that he get, but more than the money, he loved the control. Remember the video where he was making him stand up and kneel and do all this, and he's like, not even Farrakhan can do that. Not Martin Luther King, none of them. He loved that more than even the physical money. That's why he could run through money like that. And with Solar is very much the same way. You could give
And
Solar,
Musa.
yeah, and you could give Solar $1 million and he wouldn't know what to do with it. Solar is just so excited about the fact that he feels like people listen to him. That's his money. That's his dopamine. That's his high. And he got that from Nature Boy a lot. And with Musa wants, he embodied that part of Nature Boy where he's gonna do the most extreme things. He's gonna say the most extreme things because he realized that no matter what Nature Boy did, no matter what you found out about Nature Boy, he still continued to gain followers. And so that's what Musa latched on to. That's the part he latched on to.
Musa latched onto the most darkest side of Nature
Right.
Boy because that was again already in him, right?
They all
That
latched
was
onto
all-
that physical
right.
abuse too. You
Mhm.
notice that, and
And
especially
that was all in them. That's why they took the different. What brought them to Nature Boy was whatever was in them,
Mhm.
right? And now they gone, but they all got to understand one thing: y'all ain't Nature Boy, right? And look where he at. Look where he at. But y'all ain't him.
Right.
Y'all ain't got the gift of the gab like him. You may think you do. You don't. You may think you evil as him, but you're not, right? Because he knew how to work it because he's been doing it all his life. You guys have not.
And
He
what's so
had
strange?
even if you listen to with the hood show, he's always been an actor. Nature Boy always been an actor. Nature Boy always knew how to make that money, right? But again, you ain't never. If that's another, that's how you know they not about that life. Because if you about that life, that's a rule. You don't splash money like that. See, rappers can do that because guess what? We know that being a rapper, maybe that could be everything in their bank account. We don't know, but we do know they are artists. You try to act like them, but the popo ain't looking at them. They know they artists. They try to figure out how this ninja coming up with all this money. You want to flash it? You and this other dumb one that we see here. This how much I got in my account, ninja. You making yourself a target, but you acting like you're about that life. You're not about that life. About that life is the best that you can is to stay out of shit and don't make yourself a target and make your money. You don't be flashing it, especially when it's all when you're doing illegal shit. Legal stuff, or if we think it's legal, you can do that. But now when it's illegal, you putting up there this dummy right there, that one right there. We gotta have to think of him a name. He gonna put what's in his account. Nigga, you don't have a legal job. Why would you do that? Why?
Another crazy part about this whole situation too is like if I just don't, it just still baffles me when I think about like when the whole Nature Boy trial was going on and and we were highlighting like the abuse. And you notice every woman that Nature Boy abused, physically or sexually, that Musa and Solar and the other ones, they abused the same ones. It ain't no different outside random women. It's the same ones that Nature Boy abused, all the way from Niza to Velvet to Nateri to Pee Wee to
You just name it. All
just
of them.
all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. That's what I was thinking. Nick, UK Pop Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
but Pop from Brooklyn though, so we can't do Pop Smoke like that. He's the
No, but he can try to act like it though. He
call
did
him
try
Pop
to act
Joke.
like it.
He's Pop
Pop
Joke.
joke.
Pop Joke. Yeah, he's Pop Joke. That's who he is.
All right, look, this almost over. I'm gonna play a little bit more. Then I'm gonna get to the next one. Cause it's almost over. That's how I got food in my mouth. The hell with y'all.
I don't think they all like menses.
And this is how I know you broke, bro. You got all this money and you still got an AC like that. My shit touchscreen, bro. I can turn up my AC system from my alarm system, bro. That's how interconnected my shit is. You got all that money and you still got this plug in the wall ass shit that hang out the window. Man, you don't got no HVAC in your shit. Man, I'm telling you, man, these niggas be doing the worst shit. Nigga be flexing all this money, but live in a broke ass house. Look, so now he's sitting back with a damn with his struggle fucking gummy worm locks, smoking a blunt at 9 in the morning, smoking a damn blunt while your homeboy locked up. That shit hanging out the window. Smoking a damn blunt. This is 12 minutes ago, guys. This shit he doing. He got the whole fucking side of the back. Yeah, nigga. I wouldn't be surprised, nigga, if that was the FBI on your ass. Boy, he hit that shit fast in the motherfucker. It's almost like this nigga taking his last fucking. Nigga still got nigga still got like just because you grow a beard, my nigga, and try to look like Pop Smoke, don't mean that you're still not the same nigga that you was when you was a zing, man. You know how he is, this motherfucker. It's like yeah, man, that nigga on some other shit. So that's Amo, man. He listening, he watching. You know, he know about me and Icy Smokes and shit like that. Like, bro, yeah, that shit too funny. Shit. So this nigga crashing out, making threats. Now, Goo Gaga is mad at making threats. Now, where should we begin with his dumbass, right? So let me show you who Goo Gaga is, man. Y'all know him from being part of Carbonation. I'm not gonna play any with Carbonation bullshit. But this nigga was talking gangster. And a lot of y'all might have seen it from King World's live earlier today. And shout out to the OG, man. I appreciate you doing a breakdown about that. Because that shit is crazy, right? So let me give you a sneak peek on who this nigga really actually is. Because he tried to throw all this gang shit, act like he tough, he from the hood. He said that. But this is who Gaggett is. Of walking a black ass stick bug.
Keep me safe in your arms.
Barely move. Sweet to the motherfucker.
No copyright strikes are real. Hey, little boss lady.
What in the Eddie Kendricks on crack?
He said Eddie Kendricks to crack. You know what? You almost had. I had to drink my orange juice, but you almost had to send me over a whole new orange juice.
Look at his body. He looked like a lesbian that got that breast reduction when they be going shirtless. What is wrong with this dude? He's out here like, what is they doing, man? These guys is wild. What's up, little boss lady? This is crazy. This is crazy.
I don't know. He has him on mute. I don't. I just put the to my knowledge, Velvet was only used.
No, Madiri. Velvet said that she said Solar went hands on with her.
Omac too.
Omac, yeah, but she said Solar specifically. I mean, that was
the only difference was she used to tear that nigga. She used to tear his ass up though, but he couldn't hurt her because he knew if he would have hurt her, he knew Nature Boy was in love with her, so that would have been the end of that. But maybe I think she used to black his eyes up and stuff, right?
You got
but it's sad. It's sad Yes, he do. It's sad that this is still the Nature Boy effect, right? This is still the Nature Boy effect. That's why some people are going to get involved with Solar and them. Because we ain't never heard of that dumb guy. Now, because of Solar, now we heard of him, right? Because we ain't looking for the other damn girl. Only reason why we looking for them because they attached to carbon nothing, right? This is the Nature Boy effect. So even though he's in jail, people are still wanting to get noticed, but it's still under his name. Doesn't matter which one of his minions
Right.
that's doing it, right? That's down to Hadu and everybody else. Nobody wouldn't care who they was, but this is still the Nature Boy effect. And long as they stay under the Nature Boy effect, y'all gonna end up where Nature Boy is at.
And they still trying to paint that narrative that he trying to show the background as if he's out in nature. If you look at that, that's a dirty little creek behind him. He's not by no body of water out in no wilderness, out in no forest. He's in North Philly, down by some little waterway where they dump the waste runoff. That dude they crazy. They still trying to paint this picture though, like they wild, man. They wild. They wild. But I guess when you ain't working, you got
his
a whole
natural
lot
habitat.
of time.
It's talk about he this and that, man.
And then all right, messing with the copyright strikes. Sorry. Kevin stupid.
Boy, they is what? Wow. No wonder they can only attract prostitutes and the mentally insane because they wildin'. This boy is wild. God damn. I bow out, y'all. I got rolled my last little bit of time.
She said we're in a C cup.
And they're dressed like Ellen DeGeneres.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yup. He jamming though. Stop playing. He got the moves.
That boy been watching Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah,
I'm calling Ellen. That's Ellen right there. That boy that stole Ellen DeGeneres' whole swag.
That's just like the Last Dragon. He got the moves.
Tell me that ain't Ellen. That's the straight white girl. Boy, if you don't stop, go on with your.
You do look just like her though. With the
yes, bitch. Yes.
Oh shit. He getting jiggy with it now. Don't get jealous, Kev. Don't get jealous. He got the shit. Oh shit. He got grandpa moves down back. Ooh.
God. Then he went and threw on the Professor Space.
To explain these numbers, right? Now, all
right. So now he's gonna go into the little goo goo gaga ass mathematics that make no fucking sense, right? That dude's awesome.
So think about having all his hair.
That boy looked like Flavor Flav. That's crazy.
Washing my hair is a whole event.
We are not really. We don't care.
God damn, man. I'm done.
I mean, it's a drug.
That's old ass sexy look. Fucking van. Come on, man.
And you know it. Clap your hands.
One second. Before we get to the damn threat video. And I give you my full response.
Oh, man.
Because I'm not going to spend all day on this clown. If we already know he a whole stick bug, whole fucking, yeah, man. And he definitely needs to fucking sell. If we know
look at that boy body.
Everything is gone, even you and I. This Babylon lifestyle, just a suicide. A suicide, they don't want. It's all to unify and realize all the energy that's deep inside.
Oh, she can't. Don't get jealous. Don't get jealous.
That boy built like my 12-year-old mentee. He need to do some push-ups.
Man, listen. I'm
If you
gonna
gonna go
apologize
shirtless
to my
that
part.
much, oh my God, his Solar do that too. I'm like, boy, y'all got little birds. Y'all built like adolescents, man.
Oh,
You
let me
got
fast forward this.
look at this idiot.
I thought he got a little.
Wow, these dudes crazy. They gonna fix your
Like if
credit
people
for you.
think because you got one, somebody that gotta be scared. We just seen this in your pocket. So we coming in already with it out. We ain't giving you no time to dig in your pocket, sir.
I said, this dude look like the dolphins in in the city. They just be looking. They say they gonna fix your credit. They gonna tell you how to live your life holy and spiritually. And this is crazy. This is crazy. This
So
dude is over.
they owe me $1 million when we won our money. We went down to this bank and showed them my birth certificate because they said Solar said, and we showed my birth certificate. We are sovereign and they owe us money.
With intelligence. And we use that intelligence.
It's 2024, man. Like you need to use your intelligence to get your teeth fixed.
I was
You need to use
thinking
all
the
that
same
intelligence and all that
thing.
100K bands and 50K bands that I don't got.
Man,
Man, you need to take out a loan to get, like your dental work. Man.
I was
And you need to get a new
thinking
van,
the
man. This
same
van is
thing.
like what, 2003? It's 2001.
You gotta get your auntie off the
Come on, man.
auntie off the.
He's still fighting white supremacy in 2024.
Say he got an old man face with a little boy body.
And I don't know who teeth he got, but I like to say, if
Damn.
if you into the word, if y'all into the word, or you just need like a little lesson or a little pick me up, definitely check out Shay Baby. Oh, do I love her channel? I like her channel. I like her pick me ups, right? She bring the scripture, but she will. It's not long shows. She does good enough shows where she give you that dose. She give you a dose. But if you like that, please check out Shay Baby. Beautiful channel, positive channel, and she's gonna send you to church, right? She is definitely anointed. She is definitely anointed, right? And I say all that to say, I don't know how sometimes people don't know. She probably always knew, but sometimes the people around you don't know. That's why you gotta be careful how and what you say about people, right? In the end, mama, definitely check out Shay Baby. You're gonna love her channel. But sometimes when people going through whatever they're going through, you don't know that they are anointed, and God said, do not touch his anointed. Now, once they get into that part where they leave their life alone, that's not your channel. So who that be? Shay Baby's not your channel. I gotta see who that is then. And she must got the same name you got. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's still a good channel. Whoever I'm talking about, it's still a damn good channel, and I do enjoy it. But I know you do have a channel too. Yeah, you had me in jail because you was in the bank trying to fight. You got that right. You know me. you know me already. I had to call that one person named Johnny to come get me out. Though let me tell you, I don't know if Johnny was trying to catch you or not. I don't know. And then Johnny sat up there and said, y'all heard you was looking for me. I almost pissed off myself, right? I almost pissed off myself. But whatever, man. Whatever, man. But I was pissed at myself, but that was funny. He got spoiled milk and them tea-ties. Man, he got that welfare dried up milk. He got that powdered milk. He just add some water in it.
Man. I just hope their kids don't see this stuff. Because people talk. stuff you don't be thinking on the internet. They be like, you know, so and so mama got an OnlyFans. I heard some boys talking in the center the other day. One of my little mentees' mother has an OnlyFans.
Oh Lordy.
Yeah, it's so you know what that bro. It was like, oh, here we go. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, that 12, 13, 14-year-old boys, you know what they gonna say. We got fights. It's just all kind of stuff going on. But I be telling people, man, like for real, you can do whatever you want to do. But all I say is, if you got kids, man, just take that into consideration. Whatever you do, whether it's on a spiritual journey, whether you want to do OnlyFans, whether you want to get out here in the streets, just think about the fact of all the things that you said hurt you, traumatized you as a kid, your parents on drugs, that hurt you. Well, why are you out here selling drugs to somebody else's parent? Now that kid's gonna suffer the same trauma. But we don't think about that. You know, well, I gotta do, you know. But it's like we really have to think about things like that. The things that we went through, if you know that like the majority of our young girls were abused or attempted to be violated or abused, why would you be abusive toward women? They already got to deal with that and try to heal from that on their own without us adding to that. We already know that's what they went through because some of us did it to them, or we know some of the other members of our family that did it to them. But then we still turn around and, you know, treat women a certain way and then say, look, they crazy, they this, they that. It's like
a lot of the men have the same spirit, right? They have the same spirit. So actually they're thanking them. Well, thanks for getting them ready, right? That's all. Once you groom somebody, that's not only just for you. People think when people say, oh, they're being groomed. Grooming, you're groomed, period. That means you are groomed. So it's going to be for the person that, just like if I teach you how to sing, you do all your singing lessons with me. That means now you can sing. You can sing anywhere, right? So if I'm a record company and somebody grooms you to sing, then come on over to my company. No, come over to my company. Come over to my company, right? Now make us some money. Because you've been groomed. So them the people who has the same spirit, right? A lot of people have spirits. So
look at their track record. Look at any organization. Look at any of the women that were involved in carbonation. Can you look at them and go, I see the positive things that they got from this group. I could see the positive. I could see that this group empowered them or built these women up. Or you can't look at one example and say, this is something that I would want for my daughter. This is something I want for my grandbaby.
For the women, the same rule applies, right? Even though it could have been nothing that happened to them, but they still have that same spirit as them, right? They have that same spirit of wanting to live free and do what they want to do. So, because some people are hyper sexualized, but nobody didn't break the mold.
Right.
And now you see them, and you've been feeling this already, right? Mm-hmm. So let me go on out there, right? Let me go on out there with my type of people, because it's the same spirit. Same spirit.
Exactly. Same spirit. That's what they connected on. It wasn't they were brainwashed in something. They had mutual likes, mutual habits, mutual morals, and so they connected with each other. Because if I'm a deviant person sexually, and I know that it's a group out here where there's no police around, there's none of the things in normal society that would keep me from acting on these deviant or these violent sexual behaviors. It's a group out there. And when I go out there, I don't have to pay rent, and I can get online and get people to send me money and all these different things. They start looking at it like, hey, that ain't no bad deal. But again, it already has to be a person that has that spirit, because no normal person is going to start thinking like that. It's a person who already thought that way, and they saw Nature Boy and was like, boom, they felt that instant connection. Even if it was for a different reason, even if it was for for another reason, well, you just want to be able to live and run away from your responsibilities, you know, either or. you know, they all had those same type of proclivities before they even connected. That's why they connected. And that's why I always keep emphasizing the fact about not putting so much emphasis on they were in a cult. We're just looking at these people 2 years post cult. And what are they doing? The same thing. They're not talking to Nature Boy, right? So they're doing these things because that is in their nature. When they always,
Yeah, they vibrated to
they
them.
vibrate when they talk about it, they vibrated toward each other because, and you notice again, it's not a coincidence that I don't have anyone like that in my life. That's not a coincidence. It's a purposeful act for me to be around the type of people that I am. Because if I'm peaceful, then I'm gonna want to be around other peaceful people who got a lot of chaos in their life. We're not gonna gel together at all. So when you see these people constantly around, Nature Boy's been gone 2 years, but you see they none of them can break that connection because all of them are trying to do the same thing. The Nature Boy part didn't work out, but they still figured, hey, if we put our minds together, we still can get money, because obviously they all are still getting donations, getting cash apps, whatever you want to call them. So they figured we can do it better than Nature Boy. Nature Boy went messed up. He went crazy. He got power hungry, and so he did it wrong, but we gonna flip it and do it this way. That's all they doing right now.
Okay. More generational curses and trauma to go around. That would be correct. Some of them are truly. Now, I just want to put a disclaimer in here. I do not condone abuse, right? Now, far as the reasons why they're there, that part is absolutely correct. But I do not condone the slapping, the beating, the thrown in the closet. You know, that part I don't condone. That, when I say cult, I mean the abusive side. Now all the other stuff, that's all them. That is all them. You right, they are truly his reflections, and that's why they were able to stay. Right? Do not forget Nature Boy, he know how to pick them, right? If he see himself or something in himself in you, of course you can stay. Right? Of course, it's not going to be hard to convince you, because you picked up on something of me. That's why they call each other reflections, right? That's why they call each other reflection, so they can get up there. And I mean, back in they was doing that. Well, I'm gonna start from the 60s. They were doing that way before then. The hippie life, right? This is nothing but a new and approved hippie type of life, where they think they could do what they could just stay on LSD and be high and let's save the world. But in all reality, they're doing some outlandish-ish, right? Outlandish-ish. And this Nature Boy effect. Now, far as the generation curses and trauma, I would hate to say this, but yes, they do got kids, but they're molding their kids for this, right? They're putting that spirit in their kids, right? Even though they don't see their kids or whatever, they're still putting that spirit there, because now they might want to live just like when you have people in the entertainment business. Don't you notice that all of them now got, where at one point in time you never seen them with their kids, now all of a sudden you see all their kids out there. We know all their kids now just as much as we know them, right? Because now you say worry about the kids, but they're bringing them into that life. So they, of course, is not going to be, I ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. No, they're not, because they're bringing, and then a lot of them go back and they just find new codes. So they're molding and programming them. So by the time they see this, who knows what they're going to be doing, right? Go ahead, go right ahead. Just
right.
Go ahead.
It's like, I noticed, because I was doing a little project after, actually my kids, I have my kids doing a project, but when I started watching Carbonation and I told you they would watch, so we started studying other high control groups. And I know everybody's heard of MLM's multi-level marketing. They use the exact same principles
Yeah.
as the cult leaders use. And I mean the exact same tactics. If your friends and your family don't support you in doing this, cut them off. I mean, it's they telling you what not to like on social media. They monitor your pages, and again, you know,
But
it's
it's
a
sad to
thing that they
say,
prey on. Go ahead,
it's,
sure.
it's sad to say, right? But a lot of that comes from these churches, right? A lot of them come from these
Facts,
churches.
big
And,
facts.
and a lot of people, because people are attached to their church and their pastor, just like a cult, right? And then if somebody noticed that, hey, why we don't hear from no more, whatever, right? Because the fake pastor or the fake, they want full control, right? Of your money, your
Right,
everything,
your
right?
time,
Your
right,
tithes. So that's how long these tactics go back. They're not doing nothing new under the sun, but it's new for people who've never heard of it, right? So
right.
it's new people who've never heard of it. You're special. You're chosen. You're this. We matter. No, not
This
yours.
is the only way.
We chosen. Right, right, right. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I try to warn my kids about. Not necessarily specifically carbonation, but when I go back and I talk to them about all of those things. If you're in a religious group and they tell you that you can't talk to your family who don't agree with this religion, if you're in some company that whatever they call themselves, multi-level marketing, networks, sourcing, is all a pyramid scheme. I try to give them the principles. When you hear people say this is the only way.
The only way.
This
I was
is the
going, boy, get
only
out my
way.
head. Get out
This
of
is the
my
only
head.
way. I
I was
just
going to
want
say
to.
that.
We're just trying to help people. We want, here's my thing. Here's my thing. Point out those types of things to them. So no matter whether they run into a nature boy, a solar, or a Tony Robbins or some fake pastor, they're going to understand those red flags when you present it to them in those terms, as opposed to a specific person. Like, they're not going to go back and watch the whole Nature Boy and Carbonation saga. But what I can tell them is when a person says X, Y, or Z to you, that is one of those things. And then I can actually show them another example. I can go and show them a Nature Boy clip. Then I can go to a Tony Robbins clip, who's one of these motivational speakers. Then I can go to one of these pastors, and they're saying the exact same thing. And a lot of times in the exact same way. And so it's a system. It's not, like you said, it's nothing new under the sun. People just reinvent different ways to run this same type of control,
Yeah.
whether it's a business
Yeah.
group, religious
Because,
group, or
and then you got to tell your children, you can't buy your way into heaven, right? Your money, you giving somebody money, that's not for God, right? That's not for God. That's not for spirituality. Nothing that they can tell you, because regardless of what you believe in, it's a book for it. So if you're Buddha, is a book for that. If you're a Christian, there's a book for that. If you're Muslim, there's a book for that. So whatever book you choose to read, that's what gives you the instructions. But people thinking that, and then stop looking for ways, and this is another thing all of them have in common, looking for ways not to dig into your problems, your childhood, or whatever, and try to fix it. So you want to, oh, well, buy this special water, buy this special oil. Well, come on over to this land. We already know that if it was better on the islands, they would not be trying to get off the island, right? If it was so much better in all of these islands they go to, why does the people who were born there want to leave, right? Because obviously it's not a better life. Obviously, it's not a better life. But they will convince you of these things, and a lot of people of things, right? They will tell you certain things to make you feel special. You don't need nobody to make you feel special. You got to make you special because you were born. You love because you were born. That's the point of you being born. We may not like the cards that we were dealt, but baby, you better learn how to bluff, right? When you play cards, you better learn how to have that poker face. You better learn how to bluff. But them cards you dealt with, you can win. It may be the worst cards, but until that last card is drawn, baby, you better learn how to play them. I seen people. I remember sometime. I don't know if you're a spade player or not. Whoever have anybody ever bid 13 possibilities?
Right.
How many books you got? I got 13 possibilities, right?
Right.
And but that's how bad your hand was when you got 13 possibilities, right? So you just got to keep playing. But sometimes that one possibility become a possibility, and that would make you win the game, right? That just might make you win the game, because just because somebody knows, just because somebody has a better hand than you, that does not mean they know how to play their hand. So you
Right.
can have the best hand ever. That doesn't mean you gonna win the game, because you may not know how to play that hand. And me with my 13 possibilities can come out a winner. Maybe you bid it too low because you don't know how to play it. Maybe you bid it too high because you think my hand is that good. I'm gonna and then make that one mistake, right? But we always looking for everything else but what's inside of us.
Let me piggyback that too, Suge, real quick. This is what I want people to understand. And this is not nothing I thought of or thought up or invented. This is something that's so basic. If you really just think about it, just think about it critically for a second. All of these people, like, I just saw this thing again. This dude, Tony Robbins, a motivational speaker. He was charging $15,000 a head. And his pitch to people was, well, yeah, your friends and family are going to tell you not to invest this money, but you're investing in your future because you're investing in the millions that you're going to make down the road because I'm going to give you the tools to blah, 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 right? My thing is, we always look up to and admire wealthy people. But do you know that 99% of people are wealthy because of us? If people didn't pay $15,000 to hear this dude speak, he wouldn't be wealthy. That's why he's wealthy, because of us. So what that should say to you is you admire people for no reason. You only admire them because they learned how to get money out of other people by telling them they can make them wealthy. They can do something for them that they can't even do for themselves. And people want to believe that so much because people are so tired of the rat race. We all get tired of getting up, going to work every day. I know I do. But I know
All
that
right, Madary, night night.
it's a better chance of me. Of course, I don't like getting up, going to work every day, but it's a better chance of me getting the things that I want in life that way than it is for me to take money that I don't have and buy all these startup kits for these pyramid scheme businesses, or to be sending this money to these people who are supposed to be life coaches and gurus and all of this stuff. I think that I have a better shot at getting the things that I want by getting up and going to work and managing my money myself. I don't need anybody to manage my money for me. I don't need you to fix my credit, because I can do the same thing that if you can't fix my credit, no one else can fix your credit. Let's just start with that. But even if they could, if they can do it, then why can't you do it? And why would you pay somebody to do what you can do? See, just start with that basic thing of credit repair, because that's what we fall victim to. The only thing that they do is they send in letters to these companies to dispute certain things on your credit. That doesn't mean that it's going to come off your credit, but they have you under the impression that they're doing something, and all of a sudden all these things are magically going to drop off your credit. That's not true. The only way you can fix your credit is to come up with a settlement agreement with those people who you are indebted to and pay those debts down. That is the only way. There is no other legal way. Nobody can come in and magically fix your credit. That's not a real
They
thing.
can't fix it, but there are little tricks to the trade. But again, that doesn't tricks to the trade
It's
doesn't
not.
mean that that it doesn't mean you still don't owe that money. Stop. It doesn't mean you still don't owe that money. You still owe that money, right? But we can't tell you enough. Everything that you're looking for is in you. It's in you.
Facts.
You just have to wait for them things to open up, right? You got to wait for God to reveal it. The gifts are already in you, right? It's already in you. Because once you start depending on people, then what do you do? No, let me tell you, when God said, no, God didn't say it, but they always go self-preservation, right? What does that mean? Right? What does self-preservation mean? Right? That means just you and God, right? He gonna guide you through it, right? That's why self-preservation. That means you got to figure things out on your own. And that's what life is all about. You start going into a mode where it's fight or flight. That's you and God. That's what that means. Because if you're looking for a pastor and something go wrong, what if you can't call that pastor? If you wear certain crystals, if you don't have that crystal, what you gonna do? If you don't have the Bible right in your hand at that moment, what you gonna do? Self-preservation means it's in you already. You just when you on the spot and it's just you always find a way. That's why we still here. That's why we are still here.
Facts. You don't. Nobody. If nobody told you anything, you know what? Whatever you think created you, put everything that you need to know to survive inside of you. That's not to say that you should never listen to anybody else, but people always talk about this thing called discernment. It's like, I don't know when we got into this, but we have become, as a collective, we are so quick to believe anything that we hear. I remember when COVID first came out and they were putting on Facebook, Black people can't get COVID.
Please watch that word.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. And people believe that. People literally believe that, and a lot of people lost their lives because they didn't wear face coverings, because they believe this. Because when the first few cases that hit, you didn't hear about it. But I don't know where this rumor got started, but it got started. But of course, now we know that's not true. But it's people that lost their lives because they believed something just because they heard it. And that's what we fall victim to. Like, we have to understand we are the smartest, most ingenuitive, most creative people on this planet. But we have learned and been conditioned to not trust ourselves
and rely on others.
and to
Like,
rely on other
and
people
then
that we have no reason to
and then
rely on and trust.
and then what do you do if that's not your gift, right? You just, well, how much you say that thing cost? $12,000 or something. What do you do if that's not your gift? Right? People don't understand your gift is your gift. And just so happen, some people gift acquired, they ain't gonna make no money off it, but that's still your gift, right? Certain gifts you have, it does just so happen it's a lot of people that need it, but they can't make money off it, right? So if they want you to do these things, some people ain't got the gift for gab, so them sitting at a meeting ain't gonna work, or them doing certain things ain't gonna work, right? Sometimes you gotta be a salesman. Everybody is not a salesman, right? But you do have your own gift activated, but you're gonna have to remember sometimes your gift, just like the gift that we do, we ain't never gonna be rich off the gift we have, but it's our gift, right? But guess what? We happy and we content with our gift. We happy with helping others. We happy with mine. Oh Lordy. Every time I say something, this damn dog.
Right. Like, I don't like, just like me, just like Suge, we help people. We didn't have to go pay somebody to tell us how to help people. We didn't have to go pay somebody to tell us how to make a living to survive. We didn't have to, we you know, it's just certain things that you have to understand, you know, in this life, like certain things we have control over and certain things we have no control over. The few things that we do have control over, if you give that control over to somebody else, then you have absolutely no control of your own life. And that's never going to turn out good, ever, ever. So, you know, I don't know. We always look for solutions and answers in other people. Connect with yourself, and that'll lead you. Like, I don't sit around and go, okay, you know, God, what do you want me to do today? I don't have to do that, because when I wake up, it's just certain things that I pattern my life to do. And so in the course of me mentoring, that fulfills a certain part of me that I don't have to try to fill with using drugs or going to strip clubs or whatever other vice people might, you know, whatever. I don't, that's my vice. So, and then when, as far as like being able to survive, like the people that know me, like my father, my grandfather, my uncles, my aunts, my mom, they taught me how to survive. So why would I go and pay somebody to tell me how to improve my life? They don't even know me. They can't possibly over a Zoom call tell me what I need to do to fix my life. There's no way that anybody else can tell me that.
But a lot of people, it's sad, but because of the way the toxicity of them growing up, they feel this got to be better than that. So that I do get it. I get it, because sometimes, right, some people, because of the toxicity of the household, they figure, and then with this fake brochure that they sell them, they think I'm finally stepping out of that. Don't know you stepping into the boiling water to the frying pan, or the frying pan to the hot water, but it's still the same, right? That's the part they don't understand,
right?
Because some people, their households is that's why we're in business, right? We wouldn't have to mention no kids if their household was good. We wouldn't have to do it, right? We wouldn't have to be talking and doing what we can for them if their households was good. If mama was good and daddy was good, they wouldn't need us. They need us for a reason, right? But again, I always tell people and to look within themselves. But sometimes you ain't going to see it at the point at when you want to see it, because God don't want to reveal it to you right now, or you don't know how to open it up because you're not taking time to yourself, and you thinking that they're going to show you how to take time to yourself. You don't need them. Time to yourself mean exactly what it means. Time to yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to your thoughts. Reflect. You don't need, you could, that's exactly what it means. Yourself, and you do these things by yourself. You don't need a group to be by yourself. I never see how that goes together. That's an oxymoron, right? But that's what they tell you, right? These are the things they tell you. But I'm gonna finish this time to get to a little bit of world, and then I'm gonna do the part 2 tomorrow, because me and Kev is gonna put Nick in a closet, right? And we're gonna change the locks on her ass. She ain't coming out.
Lock her in from the outside. Take her charger, because when that phone is fully charged, she be clowning. She be having time.
Please don't be dancing again.
Crazy.
Intelligence to create superior technology with our superior intelligence. White supremacy is a concept that has taken over the globe that says anybody that's non-white gets a certain type of treatment. So you're not going to run away from America or run away from white supremacy. Get that shit out your head. How many people we seen go to other countries and other places and be treated like shit? Because you can't run away from it. And you can't pray yourself away from it either.
Right. So he talking about mumbo jumbo, superior intelligence this, intelligence that, gangster shit. And then yesterday, this is the fool that he made out of himself, right? He's so upset that Solar, his little bitch ass nigga Musa, is locked up. His best friend Nature Boy, his god Eligio, locked up. Jack, all his people is getting locked up. So like, watch this, right? Now, Gaggett's an idiot, right? He shows his whole DMs, which King World mentioned earlier.
This game is a motherfucking trip, man. Word on the streets. Everybody always
Right. So this is all the ladies he's texting. Is Khadidra? He's or is Kaja? He's texting her.
trying to run up on me.
All
I
these
don't know
women.
word on the streets. This nigga said this. Man, I don't give a fuck about what that nigga said.
And if you want Gaggett, if you really want to talk that shit, I'll make you. Nigga, I'll DM all these people and warn them about your ass. And instead of every receipt I got about your stupid ass. So he's showing my DMs, right? So he said this nigga want to be type nigga, right? I'm not sure why this nigga like want to be on my dick so much. I wouldn't try to walk with nobody that calls me a bitch nigga at Kulu live stream, right? So nobody's trying to walk in it or kick it or be cool with Goo Gaga. Like, when have I ever tried to hang out with Goo Gaga with his little stick bug ass?
Hey, man, that's what's wrong.
I called his ass because that's what I do. I rather call, and that's with everybody, right? So as you hear, right? So he shows my other message from August 23rd, right? So this is me talking about is keep my homie name like out your crusty ass lips. So he roasts himself because if you see my DMs are not friendly DMs, not trying to be friends, right? So I said keep my homie name right out your crusty ass lips. I said, yo.
I want to get into. Okay, I think this is it. This is the beginning. And he going off just for nothing. Right? Just for nothing. Because he mad because his homeboys got locked up.
So many niggas like to keep up shit.
Hey, yo, bitch niggas. Bitch niggas. Stop hitting me the fuck up like
All right, I ain't with the copyright strike. Mother Sugar got time today. Yes, I got time today. But I will get up to what the new stipulations are. I'm going to show y'all that part tomorrow. But I want to get into the message. Because for some reason, even with PB coming back, whatever they've been through have them bonded forever. Right? Whatever they've been through, when they just the point they had to lean on each other or whatever, even though they out, they still in. Y'all know what I mean? They out, but they're still in. They are bonded for life. Just like when you go to that high school reunion, you are bonded for life. Just like when you see that childhood friend, you are bonded for life. They are trauma bonded for life. So some is really fighting hard, just like Amon is fighting really hard. And he's fighting really hard to find a new life. But I know it's not easy. It's not easy. They're trauma bonded for life. I don't care if they see each other for alumni party. They are bonded for life. From all the things that they saw. What music? Yes, I ain't getting no daggone strike. No, ma'am. I got a strike the other day for them little 4 little seconds.
Every whisper now and echo in these narrow halls.
Hope you had a great.
What you gonna do? Your lies caught up with you. Now you sitting in the cell, guess you never knew. Musa and Sola thought they had it all. Now they might be facing time behind that wall. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's no fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Promises you made vanish like the wind. Chains and bars clanking, now you paying for that sin. Musa and Sola, caught in the twilight zone. Dreams like castles crumble, made of hollow stone. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's no fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's no fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Every whisper now an echo in these narrow halls. Wisdom's bitter lesson echoes through those steel walls. Musa and Sola know the stakes have changed. Lost in the game where the rules been rearranged. Truth has a way of finding even the smoothest talk. Karma knocking on your door, it's a heavy rock. It might be coming, feel the gravel crunch. Life's no fairy tale, can't rely on luck's hunch. Hunch.
And that truth in their face. And Gaga Google, if anything, you know, this dude got a perspective on Solar and Musa and 2 other women being locked up. Hell, I waited days before I even said, man,
Fucking fraud. You ain't.
that man ain't behind no internet. See, now you, I'm guessing you're making an attempt. Mo, Isaiah, man, shout out to OG Zeke, man. Like, I don't be
This
Street Fighter.
video credit. This video credit go out to world. Don't forget, I'm skipping through the videos. If y'all would like to watch the whole videos, y'all can go check out Kulu and y'all can go check out King World if you want to see the full video. I just want to show you guys that Google Gaga, man, he mad, y'all. He mad. His little boyfriend done went to jail. They can't take showers no more together. No more shower. Take a shower by himself now. Ain't got nobody to wash his hair no more. Well, let's go.
With 9 stars cold up in that motherfucker, boy. You hear me? His Gucci man. Yes. Do it got something to do with Adele? It got something to do with her. Give a damn if you mad or not, okay? We don't give a fuck. This is a tradition. This shit been going on. And you just try to get in. You butt naked. Ain't no way. Imagine if you in a situation, you a guy, you know, another guy and stuff, man. They look out for you. Travis Scott, dark wing, duck lip ass, man. Oh, it was some shit that was going on with you and dude, man. You living up in another man's house and shit. Look at the damn closet, man. You can barely even shut the door. Man, that's from the amount of people that's done stayed there, left their stuff. Dude, he done stashed it up in that damn closet. Oh, I'm gonna just hold on to this, man. You ain't holding on to shit.
Stink.
That motherfucker he be wishing that somebody even come and knock on that damn door. Cause when you do, hell, your ass gonna leave with, look, you gonna leave a hell of a lot with less than what the fuck that you came with if you dealing with Gaga Google. Trust and damn believe me. Dudes like Solar that's connected to dude, man, trust and believe me. They birds of a feather, they most definitely flock together, and they've been scamming for quite some damn time, yo. Man, don't nobody want no reading. Don't nobody want no. It been over for the mother. Look at that old ass scrape from the motherfucking projects refrigerator. Man, you got that Section 8 refrigerator up in that motherfucker. It's 2024. Man, you shouldn't have no damn white refrigerator. Man, man, they need to throw all them old motherfuckers away. Just discontinue them shits right there. But you talking about you had $100,000. When the fuck did you have $100,000? I bet you if Kulu showed me his damn refrigerator, it damn sure don't look like that. Motherfucking readings.
What's good with you, man? Just know that.
It's really no more. We killed it. I'm probably just gonna eat that again, and that's the last of it. It's no more. There's no more.
Ew, what
I'm
is
gonna
that?
eat that again.
What is that,
Who
guy?
gives a fuck? That old ass shit. That shit ain't even covered up.
Ew, what is that?
Lucky, they got seconds.
That house cold as hell. They got that plastic on that window. You know that motherfucker cold up in there. And that motherfucker freezing up in there, boy. I'm telling you. But that nigga, man, that motherfucker kneecaps in there.
If you want to call it
Man,
noodles,
them
I don't know what
motherfuckers
the
is
hell that
tapping
is.
together. And you know, we got them
Look
thin
like
ass
noodles.
windbreaker themed ass fucking joggers on and stuff. Yeah, like he a damn extra for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and shit. That house colder than a summer, bitch. Yeah, it's cold in Philadelphia too. That nigga got that t-shirt on, that fake ass, whack ass, $2 goddamn fake ass satin silk shit that he got on and shit. That, you know, the motherfucking shirts you don't even have to iron and shit. You just pull them bitches out and they already shiny and shit. That's what that nigga walking around in. This is a shiny suit coat member right here.
They said they loved it. Little girl loved it. Beautiful. I made this for the little girl because
For the little girl.
She had a little.
Ask yourself this shit, y'all. Why this nigga always talking about other people's children except for his own? Why does he always talk to other people's children? Why? And ironically, a little girl. So you mean to tell me nasty Nate with his crocodile ass mouth be leaving this dude to babysit his child? You mean to tell me this shit, y'all?
Sneeze. So you decided to add the spicy stuff.
I'm itching right now, cuz I'm literally am.
Good for the brain. It's definitely best served hot.
Then he's sitting here listening. He's sitting here listening to this zing ass shit. Why is he listening to ziggly pop ass music? You feel what I'm saying? And not to say that a person can't enjoy, you know, listening to jazz, you know, whether contemporary or not, but this is just so inappropriate, you know, for the time any damn way. Like, I just don't see what the reason would be for this motherfucker to be sitting here.
Hey, you what? Get out of here.
Are you serious, man?
Niggas sit around and talk about other niggas' cases, and niggas never caught a case in their life. You never had a case of Heineken, nigga.
You damn right.
You bitch,
don't wanna.
nigga. Stay out the fucking street. You punk pussy ass nigga. You don't even know what preliminaries is, you bitch. You never been on papers. You never been on nothing. You don't know the fucking street. If you ain't never been to the ghetto, don't ever come to the ghetto. Because you wouldn't understand the ghetto. So stay the fuck out of here. You fucking noodle.
He got it.
Fucking punk bitch, nigga.
I don't know if you heard correctly, but shit, as I recall, yeah, Kulu said that he from Oak Cliff. He said that he from Oak Cliff, Texas. That's what he said. So what you talking about, never been to the ghetto, never been to the hood, all that falsified shit that you talking about, obviously you don't know or never heard about Oak Cliff, Texas. I think that's what the hell that it is, Gaga Goo Goo. Because you is really popping some shit like you tough, like you done trained in MMA. You and Young Pharaoh, y'all probably got trained by the same fucking dude. Straight up, I think it was the same way how the Ninja Turtles, how they was trained by a damn giant fucking rat. I think this nigga was trained by a Geico lizard. A Geico lizard and a goddamn cockroach. And one of them all jet black, sassy, leather plastic boot ass, one of them damn water bugs. I think a damn lone water bug taught you martial arts, MMA, Bruce Lee, Wing Chun, and a whole bunch of other shit the way you talking. Because you talking like you a whole live grizzly bear and shit. Like, what is you getting mad about? What you getting mad about? Man, dude did that shit. Somebody, man, everybody's supposed to be laughing at this stupid ass for even doing that. Come on, man. You mad because your homeboy and shit got hit with them 150 pounds. You mad because he got to wear that shit? Swap it out with him then. If you feel that strongly about that shit, swap it out with him. Go and take Sassy place if that's what the fuck you want to do. Go on, take your dumb ass up in there. Yeah, you that fucking bothered by it and shit. I'm like, damn, your ass is really fucking moved, man. getting on here and hollering. Man, nobody give a fuck about you getting on here and hollering and shit, dude. Like, come on, man.
Niggas be hiding behind the internet, you bitch, nigga. Fucking fraud. You ain't never nowhere but the fucking basement at your fucking mom house, you fucking nut.
Ooh.
Fuck you, bitch.
He sound a little touched.
Hey, yo, listen, let me extrapolate on what a bitch nigga is, so we have no discrepancies, okay? I'm saying you're a bitch
You sound a
nigga
little, oh Lord, please don't take the shirt off.
because you avoid conflict, real conflict. You kicking niggas while they down. You kicking niggas while they down.
Man.
And if any one of the niggas that you talked about pulled up on you, you would call the police.
Uh-oh, Kev. You in trouble,
You never been in a
Kev.
fucking fight in your life.
You in trouble, Kev. You ain't never been arrested, and you talking about these people, and the soul on them stepped on your face, Kev. You would never talk that shit, Kev. The nerve of you to talk about you ain't never been locked up.
I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke with none of them guys.
You would never. Now you better stop talking about them and say something nice.
I'm scared of them guys, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared of them.
I told him to stop.
Hey, you know what I was just thinking about?
You ain't never been in the ghetto. You ain't never been in the ghetto. You never seen this. You better do it for powder girl.
Hey, I wonder if you remember when the girls tried to fly that weed into the county, the Nature Boy in jail. I wonder if that came from the same dude who gave Solar and Musa the weed.
And they make it so bad. Everybody knew it was a weed dealer, right?
That's the same plug.
That's the same plug. But there you go talking. You would never say that in their face. Ever. Oh, you let them creep up. You would never say it in their face. But that's the part where they F up too. Even the Drone Sisters. They've been wanting to know who your supplier was.
Right. Who gave you the weed to fly into the county? And now we got Solar and Musa locked up for weed.
Hello. Duh, you can't make this up, Cal. You cannot make this shit up.
They got them on 2 federal weed cases. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy?
My.
These people is crazy, man. It's crazy. Wow. I just thought about that. They got these idiots on 2 federal marijuana charges. That's wow.
They down with the Drone Sisters. Ain't that my.
Golly, man.
But let me just remind y'all. They said it had weed substance. That means the part that they're not telling us is what else was in the marijuana. Y'all gotta learn how to listen carefully.
Facts. Then if they had vape pens, that's another charge.
No, they're talking about what they found.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anything perfectly
was mixed. Something was mixed.
You know what's the most popular thing that they mixed?
That's what they didn't want to say it, so we ain't gonna say it either. But I'm just saying, they didn't say just Zaza.
Yeah. I picked that up.
They said mixed. They said mixed in it, or it was the main thing. They didn't say just that.
Right. Because think about it like this too. You can almost guarantee that if you get some marijuana on the streets, it's going to be some K mixed in. If you get some pills on the streets, it's going to be some fent mixed in. You can almost rest assured and guarantee that. So that's wild, man. Never get high on your own supply. That explains why they actually.
It's like, I'm just letting you know, I don't feel like fighting, Kev, because you would never say none of that in their face if they popped up in front of you.
I'll run if I seen one of them. whatever they got. I don't want them to get it on me. I don't want to get no scratch.
Oh, you got it.
I don't want them
You
talking
got
stuff
it.
and spitting them. I don't want nothing. I want run from them fools if I see any of
You
them.
got it. Like, yeah, you got it.
I'll be like,
That's
yeah,
like,
you got this one, cuz.
that's like
You got
Maria
this
pulling
one.
up. That's like her pulling up. I'm like, you got it. That's all I need. One of them velvet bites. No, ma'am.
That's why I get and say, imagine.
That's all I need. One of them velvet bites. No, that's because that's all they want to do is try to bite you and shit. No, you
Pit
got
bull
it.
bite,
You
gotta go
got
get
it.
a tetanus shot and all kind of shit. You
Man,
got
you
a
gotta
quarantine.
Exactly. You got to quarantine your ass.
Do you know how scared? Do you know how scared I would be if one of them bit me or scratched me, and I know they got something that the CDC can't identify? I'm running from them. Yeah, I'm running. You're not. Yes, sir. You won this fight. You punked me. I'm over here. I'm way over here. There is no way in the world.
I'm not getting close, right?
Not close. You ain't, like I said, they get to talking loud, all of them get to spitting and you're not getting no type of bodily fluid nowhere near me, buddy. I promise you.
That's how you know nobody would say it in their face.
Yeah.
Just like Zion, also known as High Dude. I didn't know you had STD. Oh my God, I'm like, didn't you talking all this crap to us? Why do y'all think y'all just stepped into their lives that y'all know more than us? Y'all just stepped into their lives as a concubine or whatever. Y'all decided to step into the wife, whatever. And if you new to this, because yeah, there are a lot of people that's new to this. But if we saying something, that's why I don't have to argue or will never argue back with them, because like the new ones, and y'all acting like no, only thing y'all plotting is how to get to Nature Boy, how to get to jail, so y'all got a 3 hot to the cot, right? That's what y'all want. But far as the knowledge, letting us know how somebody is and letting us know that they changed. No, they did not change, because number one, that spirit is in them, number one. And then number two, they just got out of the cult. So a lot of times, if you don't go seriously, go seek help or whatever, again, it's not for everybody, and I'm not a doctor, but if you haven't just like left and got your mind right and you still on the internet, come out, you still pushing 3.
You know the one that annoyed me the most, because all of them are slow to me. But the one that irritate me the most, that I was smack the smirk off his face is shocking. That little giggling girl, I would slap him just to make him stop giggling. This dude giggles more than anybody I have ever heard in my life. He'll giggle at himself. He'll giggle at the question the interviewer asks him. He'll giggle again before he gives his answer and giggle throughout the answer. What is wrong with this dude? He irritates me when I hear him speak. I be wanting to break the computer. Like, what is wrong with this dude? He just giggles all the time for no reason whatsoever.
That's just like the drone sisters. Like it really has to have to be some news for me to play them. They irk. If I could just ban them for life, I'm like, please don't get into nothing new, because I don't want to show you. But this channel does cover it, and I'm like, but if
they don't ever say nothing new. They
exactly.
Don't say nothing.
Exactly.
They're persecuting a black man. They got our husband locked up. This is a white supremacy. Y'all out there wishing for his down. They say the same things over and over and over.
Because I believe he is God. This girl said, I left my son because I have found God. I'm like, oh, when God get to you, I don't care. When God get to you, oh, he gonna tell your ass. You think he ain't making so bad? He spared your life, Malaya. Not your God spared your life. The real God spared your life. Cause that ninja threw your ass out the car like he was a piece of shit. Bye, you gotta go. Dumped you right out. Dumped you on the airplane. But you left your son. These are her words, because I found God.
Yeah. Could you imagine though being that young man and even if he doesn't hear those exact words, he knows that his mother left him, and I know that he's going to
Exactly.
know that she left him because she went and joined the cult. And it's sad because on one hand, you can say out of your mouth with confidence, you can leave your son, who is, by the way, by another black man, but you could leave him because you found God and he's got to go on his own spiritual journey. Right? But at the same time, you can turn around out of the same mouth and comfort Nature Boy because he's crying because Velvet, quote unquote, took his daughter away from him and left. Now, if you in your mind have justified that it's okay for him to have his children here, but not mine, and you're okay with that, hey,
But it irks me more when people, you know it's wrong, and y'all agree with them chicks. You know it's wrong. That's like, and the reality is nothing. You have women who went through much worse and never left their child.
Thank you.
Even if they ruined the child, they would rather ruin the child than leave the child.
The people who really need help, they're not on the internet begging. If you really want to help somebody, find a young lady in your community that's got a couple of kids that she's taking care of, that she didn't abandon, and she's trying her best. Maybe the donations that you send to these idiots will help that person more. But people don't think about that. They'll bypass somebody that they see every day, that they know legitimately is out there looking for a job every day, living in a shelter, really trying to do the right thing, taking care of their kids. They'll pass them by and they'll send money to these idiots. That's who I be looking at. We know what they about. How do they get so many people again to separate themselves and engage in cognitive dissonance when they know for 100% sure that these people are full of shit?
Like I said, the abuse part I would never condone. But all that other stuff, I don't feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then I'm tired of people. I'm tired of people saying, go home. People don't realize they are free.
They home. Right?
They good and they're free. Nature Boy is no longer there doing none of that violence anymore because he's in jail. Right? So all that, go home. Like, you need to leave Nature Boys. They're not with Nature Boy no more. They are free. They are free. They can go at any point that they want to go, right? But coming up there to make an answer, like, I don't care how good you think your kids are in, they're gonna always long for their bio mom and bio dad. You can never treat a child so good that they're not gonna long for that. That is human nature. That is human by nature. That's why when kids get adopted, that's why you thinking, okay, I adopted you and you're legally adopted. No, they're gonna still come looking for you because that's human by nature. Your body wants to feel connected with whom made them. That is human nature. So all of that other stuff that they're talking, but because she found God, because I was out there and I ain't telling nobody, I heard the bull crap Malaya said, and it's not what she said. I look for the responses. I ain't never seen a proud deadbeat mom like that ever. She is proud.
Wow. They all are. And that's the thing. Again, when I start looking at people and people say, well, they were victims. Okay, well, I can see if you say, I feel sorry for their children, but you skipping past their kids who were really done wrong. And you go, well, I feel bad for them. But what about their kids? You don't hold them responsible for leaving their kids.
Right.
It's like, you know, and I just, like, again, those are the things that I look at, because my thing is,
wheels, right?
If Nature Boy was keeping you from your son, right? Y'all, he been locked up for 2 years. How come y'all?
Hold
How
on
come
to
you
that.
haven't went and got your kid or tried to be in your child's life? See, again, people can say whatever out of their mouth. I don't listen to none of that. Everything that I need to know about you, I'll see with my own eyes. I'm not, you can tell me I'm this kind of person, I'm loyal, I'm this. You ain't got to tell me you loyal. Your actions gonna show that. So these people, the more they talk, they're trying to convince you of the lie that they have already convinced themselves of. And that's all that this is, because I don't have to get on here and say one word. I don't have to get on here and try to save anybody. I don't have to get on here and try to convince anybody of anything. We get on here and we have conversations about what's going on.
What we see, we don't add, we don't subtract. But I will say we are not heartless. If we see what you're saying is true, we're gonna root you on, right? The same way we rooting Amon on, right? So he was that also equally down with it too. But we don't need to drag him because we see he's putting in effort. He's trying.
That's my whole point.
So
I'm not mad.
if we see that in any one of them, we will say the same thing. But if we see you not trying, so to me, you're still in the cult. So that's how you're going to be talked to. I'm not going to change. We're not going to change the way we speak up. No, as long as you're in the cult, however we've been talking about you is how we're going to talk about you, right? It ain't going to stop. Right. So whatever names we called you, you still that name. I can't feel sorry for you because you're still in the cult. Long as you remain in the cult, you're hurting others. All the people you got that's watching you, sending you money.
Ain't that exactly what we said to their face?
Right. Now,
we said exactly that to their face. And I told them, I stand on everything I said about you.
Right. If you come out and we see that your honesty, because see, I ain't worrying about I'm not worrying about the karma part. I can't be mad at you and say, well, you deserve to go too. Oh, no. When it's your turn, it's your turn, just like it's their turn, right? We got two of them sitting behind bars. So if anybody else did not want to change their life, hey, you still in the cult. So if they was for to come out the cult, for real, and we see them trying, that's what we're going to talk about.
Right. It's just like,
I'm not gonna, whatever name my Ben was calling them, I know I didn't feel sorry for them then. And why I'm gonna talk about you even more, because the abusive cycle is not, that person is in jail. So now you freely can get all this smoke, right? We was giving you smoke before, but you can get it all now because you're not getting slapped no more. Or he's not now. I'm not saying y'all not getting no more, but far as all the things that Nature Boy was doing to you, being that element is gone, you're gonna get all the smoke.
Even if we erase all of the carbonation stuff, and I just simply judged you on what you've been doing the last 2 years, I'm gonna still criticize you based on the stuff you've been doing for the last 2 years. Even if you had never been in a cult and never knew who Nature Boy was, and I just heard you doing the things that you're doing right now, I still be on your ass. Pause. No Diddy.
Now, if we see you're changing your life, then that's what
I'm gonna salute you. Just like when Aaron came on here, the first thing I said to him, I stand on everything I said about your ass when you was in that cult, and I told you that when me and you talk behind the scenes, and I'm telling you that now, so it ain't look like it's no pump faking or nobody's, because we not over here thirsty for no interview. But since you over here, and since I've heard the things that you said, and I've seen the steps that you taken, I salute that, because that everything that you doing is anti-cult. Everything, you're not on trying to run some new scam telling people that you trying to have no following. You're talking about your experience in the cult and how you're reflected on that. So now I'm not going to hold all that against you, because I can see, not that you're accountable to me, but I'm a human being. So if a person make a mistake and a person changes, I'm not stuck in the fact that, they did this once upon a time. I'm saying, okay, you took full accountability for what you did and what you allowed and what you saw, and you didn't make no excuses even when it came to your own child. Then I have to salute that. But I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, well, they already went through enough in the cult. No, they didn't, because they still playing the
They
same.
still in the cult.
They still playing games. So
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. I don't hope the judge have mercy on them. I don't pray for them. I don't do none of that. I don't wish nothing bad on them. I don't even think about them until we talk about it. But the point being is, I say it all the time too. Like, we have a lot to do to get our stuff right within our community, and these clowns is not part of it, and being involved and trying to help them and all that. That's above my pay grade. I'm gonna leave that to God. If God want to change them, and He gonna change them. If they ain't gonna change, then they not gonna change. It ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. Them people are not sitting around analyzing and thinking about what we saying and going, you know what, they right, maybe we need it. They're not thinking like that. They're thinking, okay, we got to finesse this another way, because they're on to us. And until they show me something
what
different.
I will say,
Go
cult
ahead,
or
Chip.
no cult, right? You still have to, in God's, as they say, the Makashi records, right? You want to call it Akashi records, we're going to call it God's records. You still have to account. Everybody still has to account for whatever they have done. That doesn't go under the blanket. And I think I was talking to somebody before. I do not remember who it was, when I was like, everybody has a choice. And they was like, arguing me down. No, you don't. I do not remember who it was, but it was a while back when somebody jumped up on here. It is a choice. Somebody said slap somebody. Your choice is, if I don't slap them, I'm going to get slapped. You made a choice.
Exactly.
Right? You made a choice.
Or people never say this either. Well, if they didn't slap them, then they would have got slapped. Well, how about I say, no, I'm not going to slap that person. And if you try to slap me, I'm going to beat the brakes off you. How about that? See, nobody think about it. They just, they didn't have no choice. Yes, they did.
Well, they had a choice.
Yeah.
But you can't beat. Some people would have to just take the beat down. Remember, he got them up on a mountain, right? They ain't running nowhere.
You gonna have to beat me up before you make me hit somebody else because you told me to. You gonna have to beat me. But if go ahead, Shug. My bad.
But if you thinking that in your Akashi records is gonna say, well, you didn't have in your Akashi records say you slapped somebody. You slapped another human being for nothing. It's not going to say why. It's not Nature Boy name, not even going to be in it, right? You still responsible for what you do, right? And I always tell people, there is you may suffer and go through them things for being stupid, but never take the blame for nobody else's action. Your action is, oh yeah, I effed up when I did this. But I'm not gonna say, oh, because I effed up, that give you the right to do anything, right? That's just like somebody that leave their door open, right? I've never heard nobody ever say, you know what, don't arrest the officer. I'm the one that forgot to lock my door. No, if somebody come in your house and rob your stuff, yeah, you were the stupid one for not locking the door. But I've never heard nobody say, you know what? They took it because I left it. No, you gonna Popo come, you gonna say, get the motherfucker, they stole my stuff. But I bet you'll lock your door from now on, right? I guarantee you lock your door from now on. But
and also you can equate it this way. Like I said, we can keep using the code excuse, but if, say for instance, if I'm always armed, but I know that if I pop somebody, there's consequences to that. Even if I'm right, I'm going to have to go through certain steps and processes. But I can't go up and pop somebody that's unarmed or that wasn't aggressive toward me because I say, well, I'm a little paranoid because I got robbed before. That's still not an excuse for me popping somebody else.
Right. So even though you're out of the cult, you have to make amends. The ones, hopefully y'all making amends to, may not be to that person, but just in life, period. Because you are still accountable for whatever role that you decided to play, right? You still accountable, right? I don't care how good Ahmad is doing. is I believe, I don't know what's going on in them boys' mind, but sometimes that shit still haunt him when he closes his eyes, he still see that life. Cause it doesn't leave you because it's part of your life. It doesn't leave. Right?
Right. And I'm gonna tell you something else that people don't really think about. They, sometimes certain things happen that you never come back from. You've seen people that have tried drugs and that very first time they got hooked and they never came back. You have people like when you have your manhood taken from you, sometimes you can't come back from that. Because whatever you're dealing with internally, like there's no way in the world that you could tell me that this man, any one of them men, are gonna be functional in a relationship with a woman.
Exactly. You can lift all the weights.
And
You can
rub
lift
the
all the
man's
weights
feet.
you want to.
Yeah. And
you can't. You cannot. You cannot.
You can't.
That's like somebody getting a bunch of tattoos, right? A lot of people, when you see a lot of people with tattoos, not saying that some people do not like tattoos, but that's their way of, if you see me, you're gonna think I'm tough, right? I sat these 40s tattoos, rah rah, but really you can't bust a grape in a fight, right? You can't bust a grape.
Yep.
But you are still responsible. And then to see some of them act like they're gone. So Musa, so like they always stay. See, whatever you do, that's why I made that song, right? The song is, you could lie all you want, it's gonna catch up with you. And again, we don't have to prove it. Your own master teeth, showed you it catches up with you. But they didn't learn anything from Nature Boy. They chose to keep the teachings, right? And push 3. Now it's keeping the teachings and pushing 3 done got your ass locked up.
Yeah, and you would think so. People who are really in the street, if they avoid a fair RICO indictment, they get out of that scot-free. They finna join the boys choir at church. They not finna do nothing because they know that 99.7 people that's ever even mentioned in a federal RICO indictment do not escape charges. And for them to turn around and do this after they got out of that, man, you
and then the people who hired them, like I said, they're just as dumb. No, you can't get your $1 million back. Being that you don't know how the game work, you don't deserve your money back.
And I'm telling you,
if it was $250,000 or whatever, you don't deserve nothing. Because look who you hired.
This is what, and I'm telling you, and this again, this is only my speculation. I don't have no inside sources, but I will almost guarantee you, when it comes out, watch and see. Ain't this dude the little UK Pop Smoke? I bet you he's cooperating. He's a cooperating informant, and he was a cooperating informant before this case. Watch and see what I tell you. He didn't accidentally stumble across Solar. I'm telling you, people, and especially when you're moving things internationally, you have mules, but you don't. It's different. Like, you don't just tell your low-level guy, hey, just go get some people to bring this to the UK. It don't work like that. I guarantee you that dude, that his new buddy, I guarantee you that dude is already a cooperating witness. He was a confidential informant prior to that. I guarantee you, when all of this comes out, they're going to show you that he had been working as a CI for the government, and he intentionally reached out and made contact with Solar. You watch and see what
I have to agree with that, because I forgot what I was going to say, but I have to totally agree with that, because as you were saying, I was thinking of something. Because it ain't like, well, I'm going to make him scared of me. Nah, Nature Boy have more reach than you, homeboy. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's not like, oh, he's scared, he ain't going to drop down. The nigga dropped down on Nature Boy, who has more, who has, okay.
They saw them testify at Nature Boy's trial. Do you think they're going to take someone who they saw get on the witness stand and testify against his ex-leader? They're going to bring him into their drug operation.
Exactly.
There's
Thank
no
you.
way.
Thank you. That's
this
why I
dude-
say you don't deserve. I don't care if you're a foreman. I don't care whomever you are. Don't come saying, well, you better get my money. Nah, Nature Boy had a big reach too.
that dude is
Nature
definitely
Boy can make people touch you too, right? So it ain't like he ain't been around with been around somebody who doesn't have people that would do the dirty work for him. If you understand what I mean. So
Right.
if he wasn't scared of Nature Boy dirty work, he ain't scared of yours neither.
That's why they knew he would go for it.
That's why I don't know why you would pick him. Hey,
That was even dumber than flying the drone into the prison. The drone plan was actually more thought out than this plan right here. That's how
the
dumb
color
that
of it,
plan was.
painted, weighted, everything.
You seriously, you got to think about it. Of all the ways, of all the different ways of trying to get something over the border, you think getting on an airplane after 9/11, this is post 9/11, we all know how TSA is. Anybody that's flown, to even think that you could possibly get away with that, you are on the slow end of the spectrum.
And then you're trying to out slick the slicker. Everybody already know they let you get away with it for some time, right?
Right, because they want to see who you delivering it to, who
right.
you picking it up from.
And besides that, they want you to get comfortable of thinking you're smart, right? They want you to really to feel that doesn't mean you that way, but they want you to feel like, oh man, there's no problem. I did it before.
Right.
I didn't get caught. You see, I'm back here. No,
What did Solar start doing? Posting a video as soon as he made a trip. Yeah, y'all want to take trips and get paid $2,500 and get hotel rooms. Hit me up. Hit my inbox up. And I'm thinking to myself,
seriously, and you want to make money, Ninja ain't that much.
Fool, if you just got away with smuggling some stuff, you're gonna get on and tell people you could plug them making 20. Think about if you just heard it, you wouldn't even have to know. You would know that he's talking about drugs if he say, hey, yeah, if y'all want to take free trips, get paid $2,500, hit me up. What does that sound like? Yeah, you carry this from point A to point B.
A lot of them are, see, this is what happened. If you're a career criminal, then they're accounting for this to be their first time getting caught. Okay, but you're going to do it again. But you're gonna try something else different. You're not going to be able to keep your record clean. Again, the minute you was in carbonation, this is even before Nature Boy got arrested. All of your guys, the fingerprints is up in there, your face is up in there. So you're gonna be watched forever. You're going to be watched forever. If you don't do nothing else wrong, then you good. If you do, they bringing that shit right up.
Guess what? They're not gonna be able to do.
Right. So if you're caught on doing something else, right, and then you're gonna at that point you're gonna want leniency. Now you're gonna be like, no, and he was arrested. Remember, Nature Boy had nothing on his record.
Right. And this is the crazy part with them. This is the thing that they're not even realizing. First of all, you're going to be on federal probation. But even if you was on state probation, you're not going to be able to travel outside the state, number one, without good reason. Number two, you're not going to be able to travel even within the United States because of the charge that you have. So your travel is going to be restricted automatically, even state to state. Don't think you're going to Mexico. Because Mexico is one of the main ways to traffic marijuana from the United States, from Mexico to the United States. You're not going to be able to go to the United States. You're not going to be able to go to Puerto Rico because it's not mainland United States. And you're not going to even be able to leave California. That's just the bottom line. So all of this, that's why I say I want to see what happened afterwards. Because like I said, just because of the way the laws are, he's gonna get a slap on the wrist. He's not going to prison. He's not, it's not, I'm telling you, but I want to see how long it takes them to violate the terms of their probation.
Yesterday.
And then that's when they're gonna
Yesterday.
get all the time that they got deferred.
Yesterday. Yesterday.
See what I'm saying?
Yesterday. Yesterday. How long is it gonna take? Yesterday.
And check it out. Everybody that they call from jail, now they watching them too. See what I'm saying? Every phone call is monitored. You heard they played Diddy call from jail the other day with his son. Every call that you make is gonna be recorded. Everybody that you call, they're gonna log.
But they should have known that when
they done.
Boy, look how many times and Fufu, and he called you this many times, they called you that many times. Yes, they count your phone calls.
I'm
like, y'all seen the whole trial, right? So again, you can't outslick the slicker because of Nature Boy, because of your Nicaragua, because of your Honduras, because of your Mexico, because of your Costa Rica, because of your Hawaii's, you will forever be watched.
Yeah,
forever.
And
that's before he got arrested. That was the purpose of them wanting him.
That's how they got on him so quick, because they was still watching him. But this is the thing, and I'm gonna say to him, I don't care if you hear it or not, if you hear it or whoever else, his supporters, I will never, ever, ever have no mercy on that boy until he tell the truth about what they did to that baby. That's it. That's all. You can't get no mercy. You can't get no grace. You can't get no nothing from me but smoke until and unless you come out and tell the truth about what y'all did to that baby. You, Zoka, and Nature Boy, what y'all did. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing else from you. Period. Your word don't mean nothing. You get zero sympathy. Zero from me. I don't care what happened to you. I don't care how bad it get, because it ain't no worse than what you did to an innocent baby, and you let another sick individual tell you to unalive your baby because it was a demon. I have no sympathy for you. Ever. And that's what people need to remember. When you give us that cash out.
And don't forget, he doesn't have to tell us, because just the point, you need to give your own child some justice, right? And that's who's haunting their ass too, right? And even after he got locked up, them niggas, they still thank you. They still come to my school. Oh yeah, sovereignty. I'm sorry. I mean, he was trying to do too much too fast. Like, he came out saying one. I'm like, Ninja, shut up. See, they thinking, no, them internet days are over. Them days are over for y'all.
That's
it's
over. That's why they doing the stuff they doing now, because they can't sit and collect cash apps like they used to. That's why they're doing the stuff that they're doing now.
And that's why they back on Bigo.
Yeah, that's over
probably
with.
Need some money. I wish the heck I would.
Right.
Send the cash app. And
people need to remember that. People need to really, really seriously think about the people that you send money to, the things that they've done. You can't say that you care about our community when you send money to people and support people that you know harm children. That's crazy to me. That's when you know that they harm children and you send them money. Why? Because what? I don't, like I said, it's beyond me. And this is our own community. And that's what make me sick to my stomach about it. We always talking about, we need to do this. We need to stick together. We're not going to do none of that, because we can't even decide the right people to support. You know, Suge up here doing, Suge ain't going to beg you, but people will never send you the money that they will send them. And that says everything. That's all you need to know. They'll never, ever send you the money that they'll send to those people. And they know what they're doing. They know for a fact. They know what you're doing. They seen you post your videos, your kids, they know what you do, but they're not going to support you, because that's nothing to talk about. But if this dude gonna come on and he's not gonna tell no information, they'll pay him to come on and just do the same thing. Like Shaka, I'm sure he got paid for that stupid interview and he didn't say nothing. He got up there and giggled all day, and he didn't say nothing that he hasn't already said. It's just a never-ending cycle. But I don't know how long it's gonna take for people to get tired of them. But it's like,
well, we was tired, damn it. We ain't covered them in how long? Shit. Now here they go. Here go Team A. Here go Team A. I keep trying to tell you, it's the difference between Team A and Team Dummy. They were showing what's them two, Edgar, and what's the other one name?
I don't even know.
Julio. I don't know what the fuck his name. He looked
I
like
can't
a
think of
Julio.
that. I don't know. Yeah.
He looked like a Julio though.
Goofy number
Julian,
2.
whatever.
My little grandbaby said he looked like Julio Fulio. I didn't know who he was.
A lot of weirdo supporters. A lot of weirdos support them because they are as obsessed. Yeah, they obsessed. Well, like some kingdom. Now, because I thought that, it was all in his mind. I thought when he ate that jail food, I thought it's supposed to taste really good according to his messages. And people like the 5 principles. Now we know there's more than 5 principles, right? But again, they did not learn anything from Nature Boy, and they also didn't learn anything about how the law works, right? They didn't learn this. And to make it so bad, besides Musa, they were all part of the process. Musa, they wanted Musa more than Solar.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Because they never heard from Musa. They heard from Solar, but remember, Musa, they never heard from Musa, and Musa was not doing no videos. Musa only came out like one time when it was over, and Hadu did all that talking, being just as dumb as she could usually be, thinking she got this, she's a goddess. How could he ever leave her? How could he ever cheat on her? Because they had to whack themselves off for years. What made you think that? What made you think?
It's sad. I didn't even mean to laugh. It's sad, but that's true. That's so fucking sad.
Once they came out of the basement and shit, what make you think that he only wanted Yoba JJ? After watching H Boy have them girls line, you think they didn't have them dreams in their head? They didn't have a one woman dream in their head. They had, oh wow, I want to know how it feel like for them have a bunch of women and they all doing. They all wanted that feeling because they wanted to know what it felt like. They had to sit up there and watch all their wives, all their women go. Then they had to go back down to the basement, then whack off, and come back up. Come on now.
And they lined up for Marcellus. They lined up.
Edgar looked like he enjoyed it the most, though. What was that, Jax? Yeah, that'd be Jack. Jax looked like he enjoyed it the most. And the sad part about that, why I don't usually just say them, is because before you know it, men have to stop thinking with their peens, right? Because that goes to show you that you're attracted to the body. That's why they went and got their boobs done and that done. And a lot of y'all is going to be so into it. She said sugar got me, right? They're going to be so into it that you're not going to know that is a man.
Sure.
Y'all better start They stop worrying about how much the date costs and just go on the date, right? Because you got to get to know these people soon as possible. Don't fall in love. That's what dates was not meant for you to fall in love. Dates were not meant for you to have $1 million. Dates was meant for you to talk and get to know somebody. So all of that, I seen the video. I don't do coffee. Then bitch, don't do coffee. But that's what dates are for. And it's not for men to spend all their money and treat you like a queen. A date is supposed to be exactly what it is, a date. So if y'all don't like, people think that the minute you start dating, y'all go together. That's not what a date means. Date just means which you can go on more than one date. You can't go. No, you can go on as many dates as you want, because that's the time to get to know people,
So
right?
they don't date no more.
No, but
It's not a
that's
thing
why
anymore.
they in the problems that they have now, because they don't understand what dating means.
No, they
So
don't date.
no, you don't have to put on your best dress. You choose to put on your best dress because you're trying to impress, because you want that person. So then it's not a date anymore.
Hey, Shug,
It
they
ain't, oh, let's
literally,
fall in love. No, you're not supposed to be falling in love. You're not supposed to be calling nobody. Then they're supposed to ask you out. Then once you go out, that is just a child and kid be sitting at a park, right?
they
Even
don't,
sit in the park, because that is the purpose. The
they don't
purpose
know
is
nothing
not
about that.
$1,000 meal. That is not the purpose of a date. And you wonder why it's so easy, especially my women, because I got the tucker. That's why it's so easy to get you, because you
Shug,
sit up there
there's,
putting
if you,
so much emphasizing a date when you're not doing what a date does. It
if
ain't
you ask
about.
the,
Mhm,
if you ask the average 30-year-old right now, they've never been on a date, an
mhm,
actual real date. They've never been on a date. For the last 30 years, it's been, I say the last 20 years, 25 years, it's been hookup culture, right? So when you don't develop those skills to date, that's when you don't have
mhm.
a good discernment of women and men, right? Because you don't,
Right, and
that's
then you
part
can't
of
get to
getting to
know whom
know.
the hell you messing with, and you
It's
want to
more
claim people. That's not a date.
like right now, it's more common for people to meet on a social media or on a dating app than it is for people to run into each
Mhm,
other, talk and
mhm. In
exchange
real
numbers
life,
in real
right?
life. Also, it's more like you don't have to work to get sex anymore. It's like, okay, I got an OnlyFans or I dance and this is what I charge. That's what it
Or I'm a fight, or I'm a act stupid. But
that's
and
the
then
exchange
what?
now. That's why you don't have like normal relationships where people,
Yeah,
because when you interact and you date normally, it's certain things that you're not going to do and it's certain things that you're not, like people who date for real and people who are in relationships, those are not the people that you see on social media. You know, you see these chicks and they're like, well, I'm living my best life, or you see this dude and he's on here flashing all this money and talk. Those are not the people who are dating people or who are in relationships. They're trying to sell a dream to you, just like these people are selling a dream to you. Subscribe to my page, follow me, because look at the lifestyle I'm living. I got money, I flash my money, I got this car, I'm with different women every day, every time I post. And so it's more of an image that people are trying to live up to. When we were coming up, of course, there was no social media like that. So for you to meet somebody, you would have to have a personal interaction with them. And based on that personal interaction, that determined whether you was going to get that person's number or not. If you
and
didn't
don't
get
get
that,
me wrong.
go ahead, Shug.
I'm not saying don't take. I'm not saying that don't take her out to someplace nice. Do whatever your pockets can do, but that's not what a date is, right? A date is not one about the well. I just met her. This is just me. I'm not saying don't do whatever you want to do, but that's how two people get trapped. Because one person using their money, one person wants the money, right? You get trapped. Now, if you just back in the days, we didn't even know we was dating because we was too busy talking. Technically, that's what a date is,
Getting to know
right?
each other. That's
Right, getting to know each other. So, but that mind is concentrated on, oh, I gotta look good because I want that money. Another person, well, I'm a wheel her in with my money. You're not on a date then.
do
So
you
if you
realize
find out you don't like that person, and then now people got emotions and feelings involved. You not supposed to put emotions and feelings when you're dating. That's your time to find out what's your religion. What's your religion, right? How many kids you want? Do you want kids? How many kids do you want? Right? That's the time to ask the million questions.
Hey, Shug, do you know how many times speaking of million questions, I have to explain to teenagers like 17, 18, because my oldest kids are 18. I have to explain to them what to do on a date. I have to, like, they say, like, and I tell them, I say, have you ever been on a date? Have you ever taken a girl out actually on an actual date? And they're like, nah. Like, and I'm like, okay, so what would you do if you like this girl and you went up to her and talked to her and got her number or whatever, and he was like, well, I just get they social, like their Instagram or they, whatever, and then I just follow them and and then we'll text. And I'm like, that's not how you date nobody. I said, so like I would literally like have to explain, like I said, like where would you take a young lady? They have no idea, Suge. I mean, literally, these are 17.
Just sitting back in the day, just sitting on a bench or sitting on a porch or
But see, okay,
so
let me.
That was getting a no good. What if you don't like that person?
I'm glad you said that, because that's what I said. I said, well, sometimes, bro, I said it's not about money, because when I was 17, I said I didn't have a car. I said, so sometimes I would just have to go over to the girl's house I liked, and a lot of times because parents were stricter, they couldn't have company in the house, but we could sit on the porch. And you know what? And it's like 4 of them that said it almost in unison. Was like, they started laughing, like, nah. And I'm like, why you wouldn't do that? That's corny. And they's like, nah, because if I go over there, I ain't gonna sit out on the porch because I got ops. So if I sitting out on the porch, I'm a sitting duck. And I'm thinking, damn, see, we didn't even have to think about those things. We could go over to a young lady's house, sit out on the porch with her for an hour or two, just talking. She might have one of her friends even come over there, so that she felt comfortable, even though she was at her house.
Her
parents was in the house. She still want her homegirl there, because her homegirl gonna kind of feel you out. She gonna see how you enter. It's just that whole thing. What kind of, if y'all can carry a conversation without just awkward silence, and you gonna get a vibe from that person. But like kids, they can't do that. They can't go and chill outside because they feel like, man, I might get popped sitting out on somebody's porch.
And then the problem is these fake ass gurus on the female side and on the male side, right?
Yes.
It's these fake ass gurus, right? In the beginning, dressed like that. Nobody told you to spend all that money going on a damn date. And again, these fake ass gurus, they know for a fact the young boys don't have it. And then they want them and these older men want these younger girls.
Mm-hmm.
The younger girls not saying, well, hey, why are you still single at your age? Like, why are you still single at your age? That is, we're not forget about red flag. That's a yellow flag. Why get to the red flag? That's a yellow flag. Slow down right there. Why am I 20 and you 40 something coming after me? In your mind, well, what did you do to women that you're still single? By that age, you should be snatched up. If you're not snatched up by that age, then that's a red flag. Why? Did he treat his woman right? I don't know. They treat, I know even his kids, or depending on your age, some of them, their kids are grown, right? But you will have to explain to me or tell me, well, and I don't want to hear because I'm looking for the right one. Because Ninja, you don't have plenty of right ones by then. You don't have plenty of right ones, right?
Hey, and I'm gonna just give my 2 cents about this, because I always hear a lot. I hear people, period, say this, but I hear a lot of women say this. They say, well, I'm looking for a man that's financially stable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. Not that you should not, but there are plenty of men who are financially stable. There are plenty of men that are doing well financially. But most of the time, when you find those men, the characteristics that you want in a man, they're not going to possess. They're not going to care about cultivating those, because they like, I got the money, I take care of you. Shut up and be happy. If you look for a person who you have a natural chemistry with, you have a better chance with that person than a person's financially stable, especially when a woman has kids. They'll have older women tell them, girl, you need to find a man that's going to take care of you and your kids. Well, plenty of women find men that can do that, but they usually are not happy because there's strings that come attached to that
Yeah,
man
yeah,
taking care of
yeah,
you. Whereas
yeah.
if you find a person and y'all both are striving for things in life, but the overall, the majority of the thing in that man is that you see somebody that one I can get along with, that I can build something with. You have a better chance. And that's not to say, oh, just accept anybody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying a man who makes $55,000 a year is no less than a man that makes $100,000 a year. They put that $100,000 price tag as if, okay, starting out the gate, a man has to make $100,000. They said nothing about what type of human being he is, what type of morals and characteristics. That's where I
And
think that's where we
here
mess
go
up.
these mammies.
I
Here go
think if
these
you find
mammies. Sprinkle, and
if you
make
find somebody
sure.
that has good character, they're usually going to be a
Let me tell you
person
something.
who is financially stable and who can provide for you.
Now, going by age wise, yes, that does make a difference, right?
Yeah.
Only age wise, because there's no reason for us to be over 30 and 40 years old and you still trying to make a record deal, right?
Right.
There's no reason for that. We're too
Right.
old for that, right?
Right.
I'm not helping you with that. If you still want to do it, please don't give up on your dream. And I wish you well. But that's the only time I would say that it does matter, because ain't nowhere in the world you over 50 and I'm still helping, as we both over this age, and I'm still trying to help you make the record deal, right?
Right.
Like,
Right.
right. So, but that's what these older guys does to the younger girls, because y'all don't know no better. Now, if you're in your 20s and in your 30s, heck yeah, right? You could build together. You can make a kingdom together. But a lot of these women, they feel entitled, right? But it's not their fault. That's how they were raised. Make sure they take care of you. That's going to be another subject. But nobody's
Yeah.
supposed to take care of you,
Yeah.
right?
And
Now,
it's
their job is to, I'm not going to say, when I mean take care, you're not a child. It's his job to, and it's technically not his job neither, but it's his job to provide and all of that. Yes, you're supposed to. But if that's the main reason why you with somebody, it ain't gonna work.
right. And
It
it's a
ain't
lot of
gonna work.
men. It's a lot of men that will pay bills for you, but that doesn't mean that that same man will provide and take care of you in a relationship context. See, that's what women get twisted too. They might meet a dude and yeah, he'll trick off some money on you, but that doesn't mean in a relationship situation that he will take care of you and take care of the household the way that he's supposed to.
Yeah, but a lot of women, again, they feel entitled. They think they got on some perfume, they spray some good perfume on, that what somebody's supposed to do for you. Anybody's
Yeah.
supposed to do nothing. If you find one that has the means, that is a beautiful thing. But that because somebody doesn't have it, let me tell you something. First of all, majority of the men that's making money, you got to put that in different sectors too. Either
Yeah.
a either a you baby mamas, right? You got to put things in a
Men who
bunch of,
make money in general, they don't care about relationships. They're not focused on a relationship. Relationships are transactional to them because it's like this. If you complain too much, I'll get somebody else that'd be happy to be in this position and won't complain. That's why I said it's a trade-off. And that's not to say that that's every man with money, but
right.
me being a man for my whole life and me being around men and being around men that have money, men that have money are not focused on relationships. They don't care about that. If they could pay a bill to get what they want, they would rather do that than try to do the whole
Let
relationship
me tell
thing.
you something. Again, it depending on your age, there's nothing wrong with building together. It's nothing. Why do you want to sit
Right,
back and be pampered? You too grown for that. Anybody tell these women you too grown for that shit? Let me
right.
put on some perfume and smell good. Let me get him that way, right? Instead of having morals. So when these men come to you showing some money, like, I don't care about your money, and without saying it, right? Because you're
Yeah.
going. This is how you're going to treat me. I'm not gonna be blinded because you have money. These women rather sit up there and be around a bunch of other girls. And yeah, girl, kiki, and thinking why these men out there busting their ass, killing. Oh God, sorry, YouTube. Take busting their butt all. I'm not talking about the wealthy men. About the average man, they busting their ass for you.
Right. And
What
that's all I'm saying.
what do you mean? That's not enough. This person wake up every hello.
This is what
You wonder why shit don't work. You wonder
exactly.
why you end up in divorce court because you're not thankful. You're not thankful. Now, if it could be a thing that you're gonna be struggling, but he's doing enough work where you could just stay home. Now, if you got kids, yeah, you better help and do that. That's probably half your child. But that's not being thankful.
Sure. People
But he's
think
supposed to take me here. No, he don't.
People think that because somebody don't jump up and take you to the Bahamas and take you here and take you there, that they're depriving you of something. This is
you'll get there. You will get there.
All of the people that I know that I've ever known my whole life, and keep in mind, I got a big family and most of them are married, and all of them are okay. Some of them do better than others. But the main thing that I found in the relationships that last are people that build together. I've never seen a relationship, and this is just me. Somebody else may have a different experience. I've never seen a relationship work where the relationship is one-sided, where you have one of these kind of women that feel entitled to this, and you have these kind of men that will do things for women only to get what they want. I've never seen that type of situation where some dude with money just came and swooped some girl up, and then her life was fabulous. These women that post all these pictures on social media, those aren't the women in relationships. Those are the women that are going man to man, getting things from men because men will do things for them.
Yeah.
The women that are in relationships, they cooking dinner for their families. They in they night clothes at 9 o'clock. They don't have time to post no pictures to act like they living this fabulous life, but they're living a way better, more comfortable life. You got a man that go to work every day. He's bringing his money home to the family. He's taking care of home, and he's there with you. A dude that's got money and that's hitting the clubs and he's in a strip club every other night. It's like, what kind of quality of a relationship do you really have? But you'll hear to say that man to get up every morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and bust his ass. He's broke.
I remember back in the days.
It's crazy.
I remember
they
back
looked up to men like that back in the day.
But let me tell you, that's what I was going to say. Back in the days before black men was making like millions of dollars. I remember when women, they man got whatever job they got. They knew, especially payday, right? They knew to let me cook extra dinner, get this done, get that done. So when he come home, now the same rule would apply for men, right? You want a woman to sit up there and go through that. I don't like fat girls. Okay, guess what? Women could lose weight, right? Why not? Okay, babes. Like they miss out too because they figuring a woman is too fat for them, not knowing that they could lose the weight. When do you help them? Well, come on, babe. I'm gonna walk around this block with you. Come on. Instead of calling her names, calling her fat, you have the power too to help her lose that weight. That's why people work together and stop picking and choosing how you want stuff. That big mama might be the most perfect one for you, right? Now it's your job to say, you know what? Let me build her. Come on, baby. Let's walk around this block 5 times today.
See, that's the thing with a man.
Let's walk to do stuff.
Men would rather be with a woman that looks good, that they're going to get attention for out in public, than a woman that takes care of the household and takes care of their children and is a good woman. That's just, and that's sad to say that, but that's the honest to God truth. Men would rather be with a woman that they know really don't care about them and that they really don't care nothing about, but because of the look, the public image, they would rather be with that woman and break their neck and try to do things and impress this woman when they have a woman that's doing all of the things that.
No, the funniest part is when I'm telling you, these fake gurus, boy. And like I said, go both ways. Now you flaunted your money, told her you're gonna provide that, and you're gonna treat it right. Now, shit, the minute shit don't go your way, she was a gold digger. She just with me because of my money, nigga. That's what you told her to come
Hey, you
get,
better
right?
be aware of these fake gurus. You see what they how they
You
took
just
Andrew,
told you
took
just
Andrew
told her
Tate
you
down?
just told her this is what I have to offer. So come get me and my money. So when she come get you and your money, now she a gold digger. Yo,
Right.
these fake gurus is messing y'all up.
Crazy.
It's messing y'all up on both ends. It's messing
Right.
you up. Messing you up. I can't you oh baby, you showed me all this money. Now I'm a gold digger. Well, nigga, well, nobody tell you pull up in that car. Nobody tell you wear that suit, right?
Right. You
No,
gonna put it out there
nobody,
and they'll be mad. Yeah. But
right?
hey, listen.
Nobody,
Hey,
nobody tell you to give
listen,
these
y'all.
lavish gifts and stuff. Ain't nobody ask you what.
It's crazy. But listen, I'm gonna tap in tomorrow. I gotta get my butt up at 6 a.m. and it's like 1 o'clock my time. So I done went way past my bedtime, but
He always
definitely
keeps me up and then say the same bull crap.
I know
But I'm going to bed too. How was your turkey day?
it was good. Man, we had like man, I think we had 1,200 people come through to get turkeys, but I made like 38. I made like 38 of them. I deep fried them and made a meal for all of the people who were serving, the people who were coming to get turkeys and coming to get boxes of food and stuff like that. So it was a good thing. We all got to sit down and eat and chop it up, and
We
you
didn't
know.
even have the time. I don't want to talk about it. My
And
feet
what's
ain't go
crazy
down.
is
My feet ain't go down yet. I don't want
I
to talk
didn't
about
I didn't eat one thing, Shug. I didn't eat one thing because I was so busy doing everything else that I didn't even get no turkey. I didn't eat nothing. I was,
it. No,
you know how when you
they
cook a
gave
turkey,
us they gave us extra. Thank you. They gave us extra boxes though. But
yeah,
I'm telling you, it started at 10,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what time them people got there?
About 12.
No. You don't know how our
Oh, they was
places
there
go.
waiting. Oh yeah, they probably got there early in line
They
because it was
was
a
there
line when I got there.
4:30 that morning.
Yeah, I was it was a line
Time
when I
I
got
got there was like damn that set the line already. Got it because you know we have to have the police there, so we got the police there, all the
yeah,
people there. Cause remember Instagram. Okay, I forgot. Shout outs to Instagram.
yeah,
Thanks for the donation. They sponsor, but I don't want to talk about it. I swear for God, I don't want to see a turkey never again. No time.
right.
I still was playing Santa Claus today, giving people old people like in my building and stuff. But we didn't have no small turkeys, and they always preferring the small ones because they don't have the big family no more. I'm like, listen, this is what I do with my turkey. Get somebody with a butcher knife and cut it up, right? So you can eat the
Right,
legs and the wings, and then the middle, right? Or you could just eat the middle, right? Because you're gonna carve it off anyway. Put the gravy on it, and then or have somebody cut it up when you don't have to cook the whole turkey. That's why this even with chicken, you got the leg, you got the wing, you got what you know. Do know you can do a turkey the same way, right? You can cut
right,
it up the same exact way. Because people like, but then I ain't got nobody to cut. But I'm telling you, I don't and I don't even do holidays. I don't even do
right,
holidays. But
right,
I don't want to, I'm telling you, I needed 10 weeks off after that day. I need 10 more. And it's still gonna be going more because we got 2 more pantry days. We still got Sunday and we still got Tuesday. So and then I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't
right,
want to because I'm so tired. And then you have people. I'm telling them. I'm not talking about the Asian people, but you got a lot of the Chinese people. They think they can. They forget we see them all the time. They did the switch. Let me tell you, we're not the only ones who gave out turkey. I'm telling you, in my area, they had these people. Once you make it to all the spots, you got at least a good 7, 8 turkeys.
right,
Because in this little circle, everybody's their own organization.
right.
So they done got plenty of. I'm like, this is the most greediest neighborhood ever. And I'm like, what are you gonna do with all of that? But they there. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Now Christmas used to be easy, but now Christmas is much harder.
Yeah,
Much harder. Much more.
definitely.
And we was working on Christmas since last year because you got to do it so much in advance. But baby, but I'm glad that y'all was able to do something for the community, and y'all cooked. Ooh, Lordy,
Yeah, and I
that
want to
was
say,
beautiful.
yeah, that was for that was for all the kids and all the staff that gave out the turkeys. But
All the
on
volunteers.
yeah on the 27th, um, which will be on a Wednesday, I believe, because Thanksgiving is on Thursdays on the 27th. So anybody in my area, anybody in the 314-618, y'all could come out to 6100 Emma Avenue and you can get a free meal. We're going to be serving meals from 12 noon until 6 p.m. And you can take to-go plates.
Well,
Yeah, so we're gonna
long
have all the usual, and you can bring as many family members as possible. But it's 6100 Emma for anybody in my area, 314-618 area. Y'all can come in, get a free meal. So
there are places giving out the meals. Fortunately, not unfortunately, we will not be one. But some
yeah,
gave out some already, and I'm like, y'all could have kept that shit. What did y'all got? Boy, y'all poured the damn turkey from the can. Like, what the hell is this? So
yeah,
like, what? Boy, like, what the hell is this? And I ain't gonna tell you who made it. You could tell it wasn't the lady with the big arms, right? It wasn't the lady with the big arms who cooked that shit. I'll leave it right there. But anything that y'all can do, that's the point of what we're saying. If you got to
right,
bring a plate to somebody, go.
yeah,
If you got a neighbor or something,
yeah,
you don't have to like put stuff in the refrigerator or throw it away. Make a nice plate. Get some Tupperware,
yep,
like the 99-cent store, and bless somebody with a plate of food. I cooked here. Some people was old, their kids are not there no more or something. But all of us can find ways to help somebody or do something for somebody, right? So
yeah,
if you can, or even if you got enough, if you live in an area that is different organizations, even if you got a turkey already, and if you got enough energy to get another one and pass the blessing.
right, right.
You know,
And one more thing, when and anybody that comes down to our center, we have a list of programs that we offer to the community. We have programs that we tied in to offer rental assistance. We offer mentorship programs. You can sign your children up in our mentorship program. You can volunteer. So all of those kind of things. We have computer coding classes for kids. We have movie nights on Fridays. We have all kind of, we got trips, chaperone trips. So all of those things, just check out whatever resources might be available to you, because a lot of people don't know about the resources that's available to them. So if you do come in contact with these different organizations, ask them what type of programs that they offer,
can
because you
you
never
tell
know.
Nick that we know that Thanksgiving on the 28th? Can you also tell Nick happy birthday? And can you also tell Nick that we talking about what they can start doing before next Thursday? Little things we could be doing
You got
before
a
next
week, Nick,
Thursday.
Nick. You
And
got a
also
week, Nick, Nick. You
and
better
also tell her happy birthday, please, Kev. Can you pass this
happy
message to her, please?
happy birthday to my baby Nick, Nick.
Again, don't forget to say the word again.
Again, and again.
Because
But yeah,
tomorrow's every day is her birthday.
that's what we were saying though about, we maybe can't go out and change the world, but we can all do a little bit that's
Yeah.
gonna help in a real way, like in a real way. And it starts out small, but then it grows. And so, it ain't about what somebody else is leading you to do, or somebody got to tell you your direction in life. That's a you thing, and nobody can tell you that, but you can help, and you can do the small things, like some of the things we talked about, or just anything. Just giving time to people a lot of times helps them, because a lot of people just don't have someone to talk to. And there's a lot of wisdom in this chat. Mother loves logic. Nick, anybody can be can play a role and can bring something positive to somebody else. Don't ever think that you can't, you can't add nothing to the conversation, because anything positive you do is good. And if nobody does it, then it's not gonna get done. That's what motivates me, because I get tired sometimes, I get frustrated, but I feel like, okay, if I don't go down there and my partner Darren doesn't show up, then the kids are not gonna have anybody to be at the center for them to do whatever they do. So anyway, I ain't gonna talk forever. I love y'all, gang, and I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow. I gotta get to bed so I can get it going tomorrow.
I'm gonna get it going tomorrow. Oh yeah, I gotta go pick up a couple of more. We got turkeys at the pantry, but I gotta give out turkeys because I know I have 2 organizations, right? So I have to give out, but them turkeys, I'm just picking people to give it to. The other place, the other one, you had to come and get it. But you got some people who cannot get out. So think of them too. I gave away my own turkey. I'm like, shit, I don't want to look at them more them damn cookers.
You know what? I keep forgetting. I'm gonna take a picture. If I think about it, I always forget when I go down there. But the kids made up, like last year for my birthday. A lot of y'all was generous enough to donate to me for my birthday. So what I did was I took that money and I donated it to the center, and we bought a boxing ring. We have boxing matches down there for the kids. So they made up these little banners thanking everybody that donated. So they got a big Sugar Love banner, for the donation y'all gave to me that I gave to the, center in Sugar Love Train's name. So I'm gonna take a picture to show y'all, because the kids.
And don't forget his birthday is coming up again. Day before. Oh Lord, we canceling Pisces season. Y'all don't know how to act.
Right? Pisces season is something different.
It's canceled because y'all don't know how to act.
Y'all got a few months. It ain't till February, so.
Y'all tried it. Well, y'all gonna have to try it again next year. Do not look for Pisces season coming up because they are canceled. They don't know how to act. But anyway, mother.
You know how we are. We sensitive. But hey, listen, gang, I'm out of here. I keep saying it because I'll be on here for another half hour.
I know, bro. So you get out of here, dude. I'm gonna rest a little bit, then I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But I am going to get out of here myself. So I'm gonna play the good night song. Where you at, son?
Sound good. Peace, gang. Love y'all.
Gang, gang.
In the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar love is her name, spreading sweetness too. Her voice like velvet, smooth as a summer breeze. A podcast, a soundtrack to everybody's ears. Sugar love.
You meant today. I meant tomorrow.
Podcast, the place where the stories unfold. News and entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. She brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. With her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar love.
Yeah, take people cookies down and big old hole. I'm gonna tell your boyfriend or you. What's his name? I don't even know which one to tell. Nick bring all the men to the yard. I don't know which one to tell. I don't know which one to tell. I'm telling one of your men on you, Nicole. Telling one. But anyway, guys, I see y'all later on today. Peace out.